for all that fried food and potatoes.
No one is ever ready for the amount of fried food and potatoes that the Midwest has in store.
Yeah, and heavy beer. They don't,
Oh yeah.
I don't think I saw light beer the whole time.
Yeah, most of them are pretty dark. Maybe you'll get a blonde if that, but
Yeah,
I'm from the land of cheese and corn. I'm from Iowa, baby.
Yeah, like every corner there was a steakhouse. I was like, really? That's just everywhere.
Texas, what's going on here? Oh man,
yeah. Soft open. No intro songs.
And we're live.
Oh yeah. No, we've been
We're live.
We've been live for 50
seconds.
Yeah,
no, Indianapolis was cool. It was
not a bad city.
Indianapolis.
I like the so what is it called? The Circle City. Everything's proximity to each other was pretty cool. Like, you know, if you were there during some kind of event, like you can walk from where the Colts play over to where the Pacers play. Like that's, you know, a couple blocks away. Everything's
Indy 500 is not too far away as well.
Yeah, you can walk to just about anything, which is cool.
I think what else Indianapolis offers. I don't go there.
That's
often.
what I think about your comment, Mr. Jeff Longman. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm gonna restart this off. Fuck it. We're gonna. You know what? Fine. You know what? Fine.
Don't get a hard one, Jeff.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the KotoKai Workbench number 144 hard open.
Is that hard enough for you, Jim?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
More flaccid. We took our pills.
Fucking. You mean no, not flaccid. Turgid. Flaccid means soft. Turgid means hard.
Yeah. No, I mean we took our pills, so now we're hard. The little magic blue pill. The magic blue pill came in handy.
Man, he says it's more of a grower, not a shower. Here's a question from my friend Chris Sykes, poor homeless bum. He says, is it possible to get the Knights Cavalry armor in Elden Ring? I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I don't honestly know. I need 2 times
maybe.
Right, yes. Okay, so this has to.
Maybe.
Where the fuck did that go?
I once lost a pair of tweezers in the trash for like a month.
So you didn't take your trash out for a month?
Well, I mean, if I don't have to, by the workbench, the little box that has like grocery bags in it that I use as like a trash bin that gets full of like little plastic scraps. And
you like shove it down as compact as you possibly can.
No, when it gets full,
packed right now, actually.
I take it out. When it gets full, I take it out.
Actually, it's not that packed. I must have packed it. See, you can see the lid. You see the top, guys. You don't see my mouse. I'm putting my cursor around. Hold on, let me put my cursor around the trash can, but you guys can't see that. So it makes here you don't see the trash can.
You play that game where you push it in, but maybe there's a hobby blade in there. I don't know. Oh. Don't push too hard.
Ooh, we're about to find out how my night's gonna go.
Well, mine's always full of cans. Like it's constantly full of cans of something or another.
My goodness
gracious! Like an energy drink and a LaCroix right now. Because that's what I live on.
Wow. So just like all the alerts possible on my phone. Thank you for being so attentive, phone. Why won't you let me select this selection on the search queue for the internet?
Interwebs.
So yes, you can get the armor. You can get it within the consecrated snowfield.
Oh, some endgame shit.
Yep, it is some endgame shit. Okay, that is the answer to the question. The answer is yes.
Yes.
But it is some end game shit.
565.
Bandai made the Batmobile, the new one.
I was typing on here. Yeah, they made that a while ago. I was typing on here if anyone was knowing where I was answering that question from. My little chat pad on my controller. You can see. Oh yeah, they made the new Batman, the like hot rod.
I did not know that.
Batmobile. Yeah. Z supposedly bought me one, and he's just kind of waiting to send it out to me. He's been, going through some life stuff. Yo. Part of me wishes that I had sent those zeros to Kyle so that Kyle could have shipped them out to Chris and Z instead of sending them to Z. Because they're in stasis right now.
Cryogenic. It's all right. I'm working on another project anyway, so I wouldn't be touching the aircraft. I am lost in the weeds. Okay, let's see. Go to memory on my computer.
You have a purpose, so.
I do. I am driven by motivation. All right, so 4.75 plus 1.1.
He has purpose.
5.935. Everything's off of 7.5. You notice that, guys?
What?
Everything's off of 7.5.
Haven't noticed that one yet.
That's 1.1875. There's some wicked math in here, guys.
No.
7.125.
0.875 is 7/8.
1.875. Yeah.
1.875?
Yeah. Well, I'm dealing in millimeters, so it's just straight decimal.
Oh, so 0.1875. What is that like? However many thousands? I can't remember exactly how many it is. It's like it's no. 0.1875 is 3/16.
3/16.
Took a second. Sorry, brain was not working well because 1, 2, and then 6, 2. So there you go.
Find some copacetic measurements so I can give you up some points.
Indeed, Kyle has switched over to fully 3D printing everything that he's working on.
I'm doing wicked math in Fusion 360.
He's printing himself some robot legs.
I will be unstoppable.
Wait until I get my robot legs.
My robot legs. I will never have to run ever again. My legs will do all of the work. It will be amazing.
They'll find some way to make it taxing on you just to run, even if you don't have legs. Just because that's just how they do it. They're like, well, we didn't think it'd be as proper.
I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to make it not do that.
Never.
Scientist is never finished his work. Hey, look, it's Miguel.
Hey, Miguel. What's popping and locking? Let's see. So Kyle, you've been working on the what is it? It's an armored, or not an RV. It's a fucking.
I wish it was an armored RV. No, it's a armored tractor trailer.
Tractor
M915.
There you go.
Wow, I have to go this much to get this fucking thing. All right. Okay.
3D printing an entire tractor trailer. It's gonna be sweet.
The whole
just the
fucking
bits.
thing.
Just the bits and bobs. Now, Paul, what are you working on?
I've been still working on the Shiki a little bit here and there. Put some parts up on skewers. I forgot. It took quite a long break, and so I separated. Like, I still have some scribing to do on some parts, and so I separated everything by like this shouldn't need to be scribed. This should need to be scribed. Primed everything, and I was getting ready to move along with the not scribed parts. Like, I was gonna coat them in gloss black and then do the gold. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, oh, they look like shit. What's going on here? Because when they coat over things, like, when you think about it, I mean, especially Brian, you do the same thing. You sand like your whole model as you're building it pretty much, right? Well, without doing that and then stripping the coating off, you don't think about it, right? So, I didn't really look at it as I was priming. I blew through everything, and then I'm looking at it later. I'm like, there's a lot of imperfections here.
So you got to do a lot of surface sanding.
Yeah, so I had to go back through and sand everything again, even the parts that I thought I was going to be able to just push along with, and then I had to re-prime everything. So it took a little longer than I was expecting. So yeah, I got it. So a couple other parts I got to scribe on, and then that's pretty much it. Once they're all painted, the entire body's done. All the joints and bits and bobs are done. We just have to paint the bazooka, and that's primed already and prepped as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
definitely making your way on to finishing this.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like it's been at the same point for a long time. It was just like once I couldn't complete it in time, I just stopped working on it for a few months there. So yeah, I think the only thing I did was finish, some decals and some little things on parts that were already finished.
You either have a 4 or 3 day weekend ahead of you, so maybe that's the perfect time to off your
maybe we'll see. We will see. I tend to not get anything done on weekends. Like, I'm more of a weekday night worker.
2-day weekend. Get out of here.
I got a 4-day weekend because I took tomorrow off.
Yeah, weekends are usually like the family time stuff. If I do get a chance, it's at night.
Yeah, that's how I try to work on things after the kids are asleep, and my wife and I aren't really like watching something together.
Right. But also Stranger Things season 4 comes out tomorrow,
so. As well as Obi-Wan. Bill has to wait to watch because he wants to watch it with his girlfriend.
I'll wait on Obi-Wan until the entirety of it is available.
I am with Paul on that one.
Yeah, I'm not.
I will most likely wait
unless I don't have that there level is of control.
Unless my business partners are like, I need to talk about this. I'll be like, all right, fine, I'll watch it.
Yeah. Because I don't have that level of patience to wait week to week. I don't know.
I don't.
Sure.
I'm gonna watch it the moment it comes out. I needs it.
Have you ever watched a show both ways? Like maybe you watched it episode to episode, and then later down the road rewatched it straight through.
Always.
So I've done that a couple times with like animes where I've watched it like week to week, and I found the show not to be very interesting. And then I'll rewatch it as a binge, and I'll be like, "Oh, that was actually pretty good." But something about
like that,
waiting week to week and only watching 20 minutes at a time just doesn't capture your interest quite as well.
You're only getting this little bit of a really big story, especially some anime like that are super fucking long. Like the story arc is maybe 30, 40 episodes in themselves. Yeah. You're like, this one episode doesn't mean anything. It's more talking, and I want the action.
Wait, tune in next week.
Jeff had this great comment here. He said, Canuck here, 0.175 is 50,000 million thousands worth of $400,000 Canadian. That's $1.25 US for you living in Canada's pants, eh?
We're Canada's dick. That's what the US is.
No, Florida is the turd.
America's dick.
The leg.
That's what it is. South America is the leg of the arch. So we're like the ass of Canada, and Florida's the little turd coming out, and then California's the dick. Is that what's going on? The bulge?
No, we're America's schwanz. We've called it.
It's like it's happening. All right, let's see.
Dave's out vacationing in Alberta. Had a long hike. Congratulations, this is good.
Nice.
I was looking because my head is so far up my ass with all the shit that I've got going on over here. I came across your base again, and I was curious about how you were doing with that, Dave.
Robin Williams said that Canada is a really boring loft apartment over a great party.
Speaking of another person that I have projects in the works with, Julie Stevsky, what's going on, man? The shed is doing well. It is like watertight, but I haven't had a chance to make much progress on it because the weather's been really inclement, and it's hard for me to get supplies because I only have like a regular sedan. I don't have like a utility vehicle at this point. But yeah, this summer coming up, I'm going to be able to do my mold making and casting and stuff like I used to be able to do in a space that is adequate for it, without drawing the ire of my wife. So I can get on some of these projects that I've been talking about doing and have been under contract to do. Julie says respect, and get that shit together. I'm excited because it's fun. Nice. And it's been a while. It's been too long, honestly. It's weird, man. The whole shift is like, ugh. So long. I've been working on the VW kit bash.
Space car.
Yeah, sort of. Hover.
I don't know which one that one is.
Hover.
All right, hold on. Need to...
So, turning this nice VW into something that flies. I went through and I did a lot of work, like just the simple things, like I filled in the backs of the seats and I sanded them all off so that after they're primed a couple of times they'll be nice and smooth, as opposed to there being like a hard seam all the way around it. So it's like, because the kit is meant to be like a snap together kit. That was bueno. So yeah, and
level
like
1,
something like that, or like a level 2 snap, because there's a lot of parts, but like some of it you have to like drill out the places where it seats together to try and get everything to fit. It's not as easy as you would think, but just like putting together parts like the interior. This is some of the interior that kind of snaps together, just because the gear shift, the emergency brake, the back seat, and then like this little compartment back here, which is allowing me to like test the fit on the body and see where I want to add my sci-fi elements, because I'm going to fill up the back end of this thing with engine components and tech and a big ass spoiler. Kyle saw this the other night, but this is a piece of gate.
Big boy.
Right, and I'm going to cut that chunk out of the center of it to make it smaller because it's way too big, but it looks just like it looks just like a fucking spoiler,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the hover bug.
Yeah, a little while. Yeah, so exactly. I'm making a hover bug. Did a little bit of work on the dash, mostly just cleaning stuff up, getting the wheel cleaned up, because there was there's double seams all the way around everything, and that's all seamed up and everything. And I'm gonna like do some tech stuff to that, where I'll add extra gauges and different cool fucking techie stuff. I did go with, like you saw the seats, I went with the sporty buckets as opposed to the old school style. So that's a little bit different. Maybe I'll eventually get into get some like photo etch seat belts, some harnesses, right? That'd be kind of hype. So that'd be kind of cool. Oh, I know.
What scale is it?
1:4. Right?
Oh, fuck, that's not what I wanted to do.
Pretty sure. I would be surprised. No, 1/25. Yeah, whatever.
It's weird.
Whatever. Yeah, it's polar lights.
They make 1/24 scale harnesses, as well as 1/20th scale. So the harnesses themselves are like a plasticky material that kind of looks like cloth, but then the photo etch parts are all the buckles and everything. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're swanky. I'm interested. So I end up doing some of that stuff. I've got plans for where the what they would call the boot at the front of the car, under the trunk in American terms. That's this like weird component here, which is sort of stylized and supposed to get a tire in it. And I'm going to take that and change that into hover tech inside. I've been doing a lot of sketches on my commutes to try and work out everything that's in my head. I got these cool like, these are going to be the headlights. So they're these like louvered components out of the Gusian's shield. So, and they're also like kind of scalloped. So those are going to go on either sides as like the headlights. And been doing some stuff, getting there. It's slow. It's this like the figuring out the details is always the difficult part, but at the same time, it's incredibly fun. I'm having a great time doing it. So, hooray! The story.
What year is the Beetle? It's like 65, 66?
It is. I don't know what year it's supposed to be. Honestly,
Depends. It could be a 73. It could be a 68, 65.
it is.
Is it oval?
Yeah,
It
it's the
depends on the
older,
back.
it's the Type 2. So
Yeah.
that's a 66, 65, somewhere in there.
There's the boot, or there's the hood.
Look, show me the back of the car. That's where you'll really know. Without seeing the suspension, it's very hard to tell. Oh, it's a full. That could be like 72 or.
No, the headlights are different in 72.
No, because I have a 73, exact same headlights. The only difference that goes with the newer years is the suspension. So like the Super Beetle's got a how the fucking forks go in the front versus IFS that's in the non-super. I don't know. Anyway, you have a Beetle, Brian. It doesn't really matter the year because as long as it's not a split window, because that's a 65, I believe, right?
What's a split window?
It's
The rear window
yeah.
had a line through it. No, the split window is way earlier than that. It's like a 56, I think.
Ah, okay. Yeah, no, you got even older then.
May have this, or it has the 50. The 50s ones have like the smaller window. I don't know if 56 is exactly.
It's split. Like maybe 3/4 smaller than the one shown in that one. Yeah. Well, there's the oval, the split, and then normally those are like the older models, and then like the 70s are governed by Super Beetle and non-Super Beetle, which is
it's not oval.
That's pretty big though, so that's what makes me think it's an older, like 68 and older. Or
it does have that 60s vibe. Like the imagery on it is like the Beetle on a beach with a bunch of beach like umbrellas and beach chairs and shit. That's super like Beach Boys 60s.
So,
shit.
Brian, show me the rear bumper. That's gonna be a kicker too.
Yeah, the rear taillights change quite a bit too, where they have like plastic that protrudes.
Yep,
there are two options for the bumper.
Oh yeah, that actually might be like a late 60s, early 70s one. See like the ovals that stick out. That wasn't a thing earlier.
I think the older ones, they're recessed, right? They don't come out like teardrops. But also that bumper's different though.
Well,
there's two bumpers, so it's just like it's a one-off.
They're not
KotoKai.
At some point, the rear taillight stopped being like so rounded. Like they had a little more square.
Oh, okay.
Like they have the like the half yellow, half red taillight, or
your turn signal and your brake.
Yeah. We didn't care about that shit before then.
Oh, they're independent.
And the shape of the front kind of changed a little bit. Like it got earlier on, they were a little more sloped, and then in the 70s they curled it in a little more.
Yeah, so they had like more of a bubbly top. Yeah. Well, also, if he's got the whole Chrysler emblem that kind of embossed the hood, I think that also dictates the year too. Because my 73 only has the latch.
You mean like the Wolfsburg emblem in the front?
No, not that. Like the across the hood in the center, there was that trim piece. I think that's indicator later models too, right? Because I think the rest of it was just embossed. It didn't actually have a trim piece. It was just formed
once they got a little older, the bumper only goes straight across instead of having the
loops,
the two vertical pieces.
Yes, that's the thing I was saying. Yeah, see how that's got the trim piece. I think that's older.
I mean, given the Coca-Cola thing, it's probably more of like a 60s model that's a little more retro than 70s Coca-Cola. I don't remember what was cool about Coca-Cola in the 70s.
No, it's meant to be like 50s, 60s, I think, is what it's like, a tie between the two. It has like a soft top option that you can throw on it, Yeah.
Yeah, because that almost seems like a Type 1.
Or a rag top option.
Not really. Yeah, because you got the split window, which is the 50s. Most of the convertibles.
Adonis says, Kyle, we have matching shirts today.
High vis. That's crazy though, because Mexico was still producing the old VW Bug up until like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking Julio.
70 models, 1970s models had that embossed, it looks like a beetle shell on the hood as well.
Interesting.
But yeah, the front bumper is different. The brackets that go to the frame are hidden within the bumper. They don't wrap around it like it shows on his. So I think Paul's got a point on that one. That could be a later model.
I just looked up that actual kit, but so check out the description for the kit. It says Volkswagen Beetle Snap, Coca-Cola. The 1977 Ford Surfer van kit features details like 2 new. What the hell?
You're like, what?
Yep.
A 1956 has that bumper.
No, because there's a VW or there's a van that they do
the Vaughan
as well.
Yeah, no, but it says Ford van.
Oh, it's not.
It's Paul. 1960s, like late 50s and 60s, has those little 2 notches in the front bumper.
Yeah,
and then the late 60s, 70s just have the complete.
It's a straight.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that it is an indicator to it being an older, like a 65 maybe.
I've been to enough Volkswagen shows.
It's like, you can't fool me.
I've been to no Volkswagen shows, but shit you not, my best friend growing up, his dad had no less than 30 Vanagons in the farm, open concrete lot of the farm, all just like lined up in various levels of disrepair.
Those are worth quite a bit now.
Yeah, well, it was cheaper and easier to get a used and derelict vehicle to scavenge parts off of than it was to go out and just like wholesale NOS parts, like new old stock parts,
The sad day when they did the Clash for Clunkers, we lost so many great old cars in junkyards.
Yep.
Cars that
you'd be lucky if you
I have seen that. It's a pretty cool show. But yeah, if you have some old Volkswagen buses, some of them are worth quite a bit of money.
My old boss, he had a late 70s, 80s van wagon, so it wasn't like the old surfer hippie style. It's a newer one, but that thing was pretty cool.
The ones that are worth a lot. How many windows does it have? 11 or 13? 13 window vans. So it's like 13 windows all around the van.
Right.
Those are worth quite a bit. They're coming out with a new one, 2024, 25. It's going to be electric. It looks pretty cool. It's got like a modern retro style to it.
Nice.
I like it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It looks
ones with
better than the
windows.
Tesla truck.
Super cool.
Fine.
Yeah, I've never seen one of those like in real life.
The Tesla truck? It's because they're garbage. You're more likely to see a DeLorean.
I've seen a couple of DeLoreans.
I know, me too. Being in the city, like they'll show up. You'll see when all that Back to the Future out in Times Square.
I knew a guy with one, and he had a turbocharged Volvo motor in it. It was quite fast. Because they're not quick at all. They're slow.
No,
DeLoreans
the OGs. Slow. Yeah, the tiny.
I don't even know if they can do 88 miles an hour.
They're super heavy. Yeah, downhill.
That's probably the joke. It's like you have to like govern it past 76 to get to the 88. You're like,
if you do get to 88, that's like a 57-second, with the slam on the gas.
That's how you know you were going fast. You broke the governor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that.
88 seconds to make it to 88 miles
Twin
an hour.
Pines, come on.
They are super cool, though.
Yeah. Favorite Easter egg in that movie is when he comes back and it's not Twin Pines Mall anymore. It's Lone Pine Shopping Mall. Because when he first travels back in time, he knocks down one of the pine trees. That was one of the 2 twin pines that makes him the Twin Pines. Real interesting. Deep cuts. All right, let me get a drink. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. Here. I like car shows, but we don't have them too often here. I watch Meekum religiously. Yeah. Meekum. What's the other one? They do them here by my house once a year. Shit. Barrett Jackson. They do it here in Palm Beach. What's up, Chris?
Car shows in Florida were always pretty great.
Yeah. There's a lot of cars here. I mean, there's a lot of rich people in Florida, and there's also you don't have to worry about rust per se.
Especially
Like
Palm
we don't
Beach.
salt roads. So yeah, lots of
As
cars.
long as you
Yeah,
don't take it to
Palm
the
Beach,
beach, you're good.
Miami. There's a lot of crazy things down there.
That was what was so great about when I lived in Mexico, because it was the same boat where their winters were never harsh enough for salted roads, and there was no like salt in the air. So old cars were very well.
maintained. Very dry climate.
Mm-hmm. Perfect for frames that.
Not too many car shows. Plenty of cattle shows. I've never been to one of them, so there you go. No cattle shows for me.
Okay, hard pass. Okay, I need to set these up. Got my stuff ready for print. Now I just need to do my supports. We'll be ready to rock and roll.
What's the statue in the background? Is it another Oscar?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I snapped her together yesterday to see if everything fit right. The part check. Yeah, she came in not too long ago, and
How many Oscar statues are we up to now?
so I talked to Julian and Brian about this earlier in the week. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5, and only one of them's painted. One of them's pinned, 2 are, form fitted, and then another one's just in a box untouched. It's a bust. I have a problem. It's okay.
Hey, listen, I have God knows how many Astrays. So
They just need to stop making good figures of her, and I'll stop buying them. It's as simple as that.
yeah. I mean, she is a common.
Oh yeah, it's she's not going anywhere, sadly.
Yeah.
But so the thing is, I get the ones where she's more an adult. I don't want the childish. Yeah, I get that's what she looks like in the show, but I like more like the tasteful. Say tasteful.
Well,
To a
in
degree,
the
yeah, I don't want it like where they're kind of taking her youth for granted kind of thing. I do like some of the artistic tree of these ones where she's more of an adult.
Uh-huh.
I feel a little less
in
perverted.
what 3.3 she was 3.33 whatever, she was like 40, right? But she froze at 15
so
for 30
all
years or something.
All of the pilots have the curse of Ava on them, so they don't age. That's why neither Shinji nor her nor Rey, well, Rey's clone, but they don't age. And so at the end, when he gets rid of all that shit, he gets rid of the curse as well. So she finally gets to grow up and be an adult.
But in the original series, they never,
that was never a thing.
It stops. You don't see them age because the story ends one way or another. Within
that was never a thing because it never even got to that as a possible point of contention. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. All right, I got my 3D
Never
model.
a problem unless you run out of room. That's right, and it's not a problem when you run out of room either.
So that's so here I gotta measure this one. I know this one won't fit in my glass case, which is kind of upsetting because I want to be able to protect the figure. My house because it's very dusty in here for some reason.
Is it a detolf?
Yes.
It can fit if you just don't put a shelf in it.
Yeah, but I kind of want to get the most out of the.
That's always the sacrifice, right? Seems like it.
Should I? Well, so I maybe on one day I'll buy a bigger because they have bigger ones you can buy. They're pricey as fuck, but they'll have a lot more room.
So one thing,
Mr. Julius Dembski
hit me off with.
Build my own.
You guys remember back a while ago, Julius hooked me up with a bunch of models. He was
some old school bad boys.
Yeah, a bunch of cool shit, right? A bunch of cool shit. And one thing that he hooked me up with was a quarter scale Rocketeer.
Oh yes,
which is pretty fucking
resin figure.
Yeah, big resin figure, and which is rad because I love the Rocketeer growing up. And I wanted to say that I got this GBR2 that I'm gonna paint in the Rocketeer colors, which is that yellow and deep blue or black. Yeah, super cool, super fun. Love that shit, and I love this model, and that whole thing is super fun. And I can't wait to have the space to work on that shit soon when the shed is ready. When the shed is ready. Timing.
That's a big one.
Oh, yeah, what's that, 18 inches?
Oh, that's two figures that won't fit in a case.
What's that, 18 inches, or what is it?
This one is about 19. Yeah, about 19-ish, just shy of 19.
Right. Pretty good.
You big bitch. And then this one is
my eye tape measure.
This one is 20 inches, 20 and a quarter.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're fucking big. I like that they're big to a degree because there's plenty of detail on them and all that, which is great. But I also don't like that they don't fit where I have to put stuff.
I feel like Adonis's hashtags are starting to have seizures. How
long did it take to print? Did you print that one, Kyle, or did you buy that one that way?
I purchased that one.
It's a resin figure, right?
The Haro Gang is even too strong for her.
Me too,
honestly, figures are a little intimidating. I find them. I would like some, but man, it's like the shading and the texturing is so much different than.
You also have to remember that it's like this big.
What do you mean? That's 20 inches.
So, okay, here's the thing. Like, that's an artistic style you can go with, Paul. You don't have to necessarily do shading. You can just do one tone, and the fact that the side, like this shirt is one tone, one color. But due to the ripples and lighting, you get shades on it.
The shadowing, yeah. I mean, that's
so you don't really need to apply it to a build this big because it naturally has it. Unlike a mini that you can't get that, you have to like put in shadowing to show detail. So it's not as
skin tone is also really challenging. Skin tone is, not an easy thing to.
I could see that it is difficult. I've dabbled in a little bit of it, and it's.
I mean, it's certainly harder than picking out a color and painting a gun model.
Yeah, it's layers. Pull up your Elden Ring, right, Paul? Start new character, and then just go and play with the sliders in the character creation.
Got it.
Fuck with the colors, right? Exactly. It'd be like, oh, what happens if I add blue to this red? And you're like, oh, well, that's
no. But you're right. It's the layers of it, because even your own skin, right? Like, even though you have a pigment tone, it's not flat, right? Like you're not. Like, that's almost like a look of someone with too much makeup on. If you just make yourself,
dude,
I'm beige 11.
Yeah, or like a crazy filter on fucking.
Paul, it's actually not as bad as it seems, though. That's the thing. Like, I watched a couple of videos and I dabbled in it. I was like, oh, it's still not. It's no easy feat
once you do it. Masking is even a lot more challenging because it's not as like geometric. Like, it's not, line.
Well, this is where you learn to use putty and like liquid masking tape. Like, there's a answer for all of this, Paul. You just gotta do a figure now. At this point, I'm just gonna keep challenging you. Like,
and then
you're gonna have to build a figure. I'll send you one if you want.
Because they're a little bit tighter and they're more organic shape. It's easier to get away with brush painting. So I think it might be good.
Yeah. I love watching minifigure painting.
Actually,
like, just because the way they you layer the colors on even to get the depth is interesting to me.
Paul, but all I've got one you might be interested in. I just recently picked up. Pabs keyed me in on it, and it's really nice build. Not too expensive either, which is a huge plus.
Yeah, that's
about
another side of figures.
$31.
I mean, obviously you can get into plenty of them for
Figures can be
inexpensive, but like
very
if you want
pricey.
some of the big stuff,
Dude,
what's
I
the guy's
know.
name? He used to build a lot of Gundams, and he kind of moved to figures. Mike
Wait.
Mur-
Um,
Mrazek is his last name. Is that right? I feel like I'm butchering his last name. He used to do a lot of
Maybe.
resin Gundam stuff on YouTube,
Mhm.
and then he moved more into figures, mostly like comic book figures and stuff, like, you know, Wolverines. Da 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 da.
Yeah, I vaguely remember. I don't know his name though. This was very early on in me getting into the hobby, so I didn't.
You should
really
share
know
that
Is
him
it
in the
Morozic? Am I saying that right, Jeff?
Yeah,
I haven't
Morozic.
watched. Yeah, I haven't watched his content in like a really long time, probably 3 or 4 years. But
I'll click the link.
yeah, I remember like some of the.
Yeah, you can.
I can copy and paste it.
Or do
Some of
this.
the.
Here, click this link in the other chat.
There you go.
I forget we have that. This
Some
is
of
for everybody
the
else.
figures that he did were, you know, super limited in production quantity and crazy expensive. Oh, that is a really cool figure.
That's the kicker about some of these figures. Too. Like they're rare or they're low quantity prints or they take forever to get
Oh, right. Paint giant
Yeah.
superhero statues. Hell yeah. So yeah, a lot of people do that. There's actually quite a few. That guy that I always fuck his name up. His name is Floyd Bazin. Paints huge superhero figures very well. Phenomenal.
Floyd Bezos?
Bazin.
Bezos?
Ah.
Related to Jeff Bezos?
Daddy
Oh.
Bezos.
Oh.
That is a really
Second
cool
cousin?
figure, but looking at this one, like the production pictures on here, Kyle, like you can see how difficult like the metal texture is.
True.
You know, a lot more sophisticated than like I'm gonna paint a copper joint in a Gundam. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use this is gonna be gold piping. Like, this
Oh,
is
no,
a,
I-
you know,
I
a lot more
agree.
to it than that.
True. It's really fun, and I think it's, you know, I say this is probably maybe a more
Share
difficult
the
one to
pics on
try.
screen, says
But
Jeff.
here's the thing: you don't have to
Kyle.
follow the production. What?
Share screen of what you were looking at.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, here.
Yeah, no, and especially for something like this, like the source material is not like as important to me on something like that. But if I was going to do like an Oscar or you know a figure of something that I cared about as a character, I would want to do it.
Yeah.
You know, not necessarily like exactly like, oh, it's the exact shade of red and not
True to
something I'm
form.
just happy with.
Oh,
but,
this one. Yes.
Yeah.
This one is super
So
cool.
here's it's based on the link I sent out, and this is what Paul was talking about, the production one. And mind you, you don't have to follow along with this. You can change it up a little bit, not do some of these. Plus, let me see, decals. Okay, it doesn't come with decals. Maybe eye decals, but I mean, it's great. It's a little bust. It's not terribly large. It's $31 shipped, which isn't terribly expensive either. When you think about the quality you're getting, you're like, look at this thing.
Yeah, I guess that.
Look at these parts. Look at the detail on this. It's more likely this was 3D printed and they recast it, but either way,
Probably
very detailed.
4 inches tall, 3 inches, 4 inches tall, something like that.
9 centimeters.
9 centimeters is not
Yeah.
3 inches tall. Okay.
That's
Actually, yeah,
that's close.
so
Yeah.
it's pretty close to 3.
Yeah. So
My
it's
eyes-
on your smaller scale for bust, but considering
Yeah.
the detail and what you can get out, maybe this would be a little. If this was larger, it would be easier because you can just take a big brush and go blah 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 and blah blah blah,
Yeah.
part these details. But I mean, I see your points, Paul, but really, you just kind of have to go and do it. Like, yeah, it's more difficult
Yeah.
than Gundam, but it's. I think it's more rewarding in the same token to a degree. Like, you can paint awesome characters of a sort and kind of break away from the monotony of what we get with Gundam sometimes, which I like to dabble between figures and Gundam, go back and forth because it keeps you sharp. Because you'll definitely use
also don't
techniques
want
you don't
to,
normally use.
Oh hell yeah!
I don't want to open up that Weeb box and next thing I know, I have 7,000 anime girl figures in my fucking
Yeah.
room.
if you let it get carried away, I bought too many.
No.
I have more than I actually want to buy, and some of them I was going to use for a project where I was. I might as well say it now because I was keeping it under wraps for a while. I was going to build key. I was going to match the female figure with the mobile suit that the boys liked, and then build it for them and then send it to him. Pabs was always going to be the bad one because he doesn't want that in his house. I was like, how do I make it as tasteful as possible and he'll accept this gracious gift? I scoured. I looked to all these different resin figures.
The trick is not to give him the biggest titty anime bitch that you could find.
No armor, naked as fuck.
You're not going to accept my gift?
Yeah. For me, your friend?
Wild.
I'm going to hand deliver it too so he can't say no to it. I might still do that, but it's there's actually a channel I used to watch on YouTube, and I'm not sure if she still does it, but she used to take basic resin kits, like of build stuff and make them into something completely different than what they were. So she's like, all right, this figure, I'm gonna make it look like a cybernetic warrior, and she would just like carve sections of armor and the skin and stuff. That was really cool. I need to look up, see if I can find her videos. Rather than just paint the traditional kit that she got, she would modify it and make it even better, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. Scanty Rumber Way 1. Yeah, that's Clem already did that. Can't steal Clem's idea. Adonis. No stealing.
No stealing.
I will not steal.
Oh yeah, exactly. That I completely understand. Matt got tired of the months of resin prep prior to paint. With the statues, he gets right to that shit. That's what he's in. That's what he's into. It's the jam. Which I respect. He's absolutely right. And that is daunting. Like Jeff, did you see that fucking Mirza has another fucking Kshatriya? They're redoing the Kshatriya. Or Utopia cast, I think, or something like that. Re-up the fucking re-up the shit. So they're re-releasing it. Curious to see how it's gonna turn out. If it's like hella clean, might just end up buying one and doing that instead of the kit that Jeff sent me, because that thing is rough. I did some cleanup on it, and the parts that I cleaned up already, the torso looks pretty good. The retrofit worked out pretty decent. But like getting into some of the mechanical detail in some of the parts of it, it is like all around. It's like,
what happened here?
No way to clean it up. Like I don't even know how without like raising it all to the ground and redoing it. So
burn it with fire.
No, I've got parts. Like I've got a bunch of like tank parts and mech parts. I got boxes of that shit. So like I can always sub in. Oh, here he is, as if we had conjured him.
We said resin 3 times.
We're talking about resin. We might have conjured Chris.
Oh, coincidence.
Kyle was talking about the big titty anime bitch he's gonna paint and send you.
Which one?
All of them.
And delivered in the biggest box known to man.
Nothing. I'm gonna have a hell of a time explaining what the hell that is.
You don't need to explain it. Just let
that's
us
the point.
admire in awe. Like, oh, it's amazing.
The ridiculously voluptuous Betty Boop.
What's going on?
Just wait. Kid's 3rd birthday.
Yeah,
This
Parker's
isn't
gonna
really
love the
what
titty
he
kits I get him.
Parker's gonna have a room full of statues.
Here comes Uncle Kyle with some more perverted figures. Woo!
God.
It's all that. It's
Never
all that,
allowed
like,
over his house again.
It's all that like rockin' jelly bean style shit. And like,
take note. Uncle Kyle's not allowed in the house.
Well, but Uncle Brian's gonna come by, and we're just gonna, we're gonna get into some mayhem. We're gonna we're gonna make boomerangs.
You love Azor Lane, don't you?
We're gonna but in making boomerangs, we're gonna learn about the physics.
What boat do you like, Pabs? I got a couple you can pick from.
I will say this because Paul just mentioned it. So I tend to rock him to sleep, like holding him rocking to sleep, and I usually have something in the background. And every now and then he'll pay attention to whatever's on the screen, which is very bad. So I usually try to keep him away. But he is a big fan of Tiger and Bunny. Which is very odd. It's like, wow, you like that, huh?
It's
That's
usually
cool.
like bright colors and certain sounds.
He loves this
You're
shit.
not watching High School DxD, so you're not that bad of a father.
No, we're keeping away from that for now.
Boost.
That's not a thing.
Oh.
Hey, my wife watched it. It must be not that bad.
Yeah. They're releasing the light novels in English now. Woo!
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm just waiting for the next episode or issue of fucking Thunderbolt to come out in October. We're so far behind Japan.
Steps. I want to copy.
It's wacky.
I think he just woke up.
Oh no. Barnabas. What is that, Julio?
That's Tiger and Bunny.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Jeff Long says it's parenting tip time on KotoKai Workbench. Oh no, I
What not
I have
to do.
no clue what I'm doing. I'm sorry, I can't give no tips. I'm just
Oh, I got
living by the skin of my teeth.
My child is so much like my wife, and she'll be great out in the real world. So we bought her a new blow up pool, and she had it on the couch, and she's trying to move to the other couch, and she couldn't get it over the carpet. And she's like, "Daddy, can you move us onto the carpet?" I was like, "No, you do it." She's like, "No, you do it. Use your strong muscles." I was like, "Oh, kid, what the fuck?" Who taught you that shit?
Manipulator.
She's like, "Oh, use your strong muscles." I was like, "Oh, come on, kid, you get the fuck out of here."
Be like, ankle kick.
I tried making her
I'll
do
be
it
right back.
again, but she wouldn't do it because she knew the camera was on her. I was like, "You manipulative little girl." Strong muscles. I'm like, you can do this to every boy. Hey, Johnny, come help me with this. Use your strong muscles. It's just like, another victim. I fear for any man that comes across my child's path. They're fucked.
Life is ruined.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't wait until we can. Well, I can try. I'll have to travel out there. Hopefully, I'll be able to do that. Working on it. By the time Scarlett's old enough to learn how to hold a TIG welding torch, so that we can all TIG weld together.
There you go. I'm
You
down
know,
for
that's like
getting her
that's like
hands on shit like
mid-teens.
that.
That's like mid-teens, something like that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a perfect age. All right, let's see how well this print works. 2.5 hours. Here we go. In the meantime, let me see if I can find that artist who, because I think it's really cool what she does with. Here we go. Let's see. I will find a good video that, because she makes dolls too. Like she has like a Billie Eilish doll and some other stuff. Just kind of cool.
Like
It's not my thing.
Celovis.
The big-eyed fucking dolls. I don't know. It's kind of
The hell is a Billie English doll?
Billie
Billie
Eilish? Yeah.
I was gonna say Celovis is the guy that turns people into puppets.
Aha.
Is that Dolphy life? Dolphy? It's that big doll thing that Danny Chu sells out in Japan.
Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. I
got
gotta
too
go
much
like
energy.
this.
You got way too much energy. I
Not
can't deal
enough.
with you.
What's up, guys?
What's up, Julio?
What up, man?
Matt, you want some energy?
I do.
Take this finger.
No. I'm taking none of your extremities.
This is how I have so much energy right now.
Wait, does he circle the hole? Doesn't go in? Just tease
No, straight in. Wah!
Surprise. Sneak attack.
That'll wake you up.
Sneak attack.
Oh.
Careful. This might be a new kink for Pabs. You don't want to have him going down that road.
Yo, if like what you like, bro. Not king shaming you. I like it. Wah!
Hey, now we're ready to party.
Fucking come at me at 30 miles an hour. Fingers
Form
up.
Voltron, guys.
Alright, so to try to pull this back through, the link I posted is a video where she takes a Wonder Woman statue and turns her into a cyborg Wonder Woman. Really, really well done. I think it's pretty cool. She has a couple ones where she takes standard resin figures and changes them up a bit to kind of really make it more interesting. Like, oh, cool! Watch me paint this figure or this image and yada yada. It's really cool. She doesn't have a lot of videos where she does that, but the ones that she does
That's
are
fine.
pretty cool.
That's okay. It's it's good to be diverse, and you shouldn't always just railroad yourself to one thing, right?
Yeah. I wish I could be that artistic where people give me an idea and I make something out of it. I'm just like, what? I don't know how to fucking.
Don't you think that that's what you're already doing?
No, I'm taking something that already exists and just making it. I think that's completely different than like pulling out of air off of an
Yeah.
idea.
Got you. Did you listen to the most recent Plastic Model Mojo?
No, I
Where
mean
they were talking about like their favorite kit manufacturer.
No, I was getting through a couple minutes of it, and I decided to listen to
That's
somebody
fine.
else.
Yeah, that's cool. There's a bunch of podcasts, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, in it, Dave
on all of them.
reiterates. Well, in it, Dave reiterates how he considers Mike to be a different modeler than he is. He's like, I'm a kit assembler. Like, I open a box, I pull out the parts, I put them together, and I paint them. That's me. I'm a kit maker. I'm a kit assembler. He's like, but you're a modeler. You'll get a model, see what's good in it, take that and add to it to make it what you want it to be.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's like left. It's weird because that hobby is kind of like left brain, right brain. Like you can typically, you choose your hobby because you are one or the other, right? Like people who are into art tend to be like more one way than the other. But you could build Gundam, and I could look at it completely from like a math perspective of like, all right, this is where this line would go. It's geometrically it makes sense, and then you look at it and go, this guy reminds me of a samurai. I'm going to build a samurai out of it.
Sure, yeah.
Wait, no, that's not what I did.
That's the joy of Gumball. You can have the same two people build the kit and go completely different directions with it.
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm very technical. I make things that I think could be realistic to a degree. I want to be more like extravaganza and fantasy, but I'm like, I can't think like that. My brain just doesn't function.
I think you need to be challenged, Kyle, because when I throw something at you, you're like, yeah!
So you mean 2 fingers? Like go 2 fingers and see what happens.
Oh, we're way beyond that. We're way beyond that. I wish I could go back to these days. This was simpler times. Now I need this to survive. Don't do it, Paps. It's a drug. You don't want this.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. I was never going to do anything in the first place.
Don't know. Okay, just do not know. Refused.
It's like the Dewey Cox thing.
Educated.
What are you guys doing? We're doing drugs, Dewey. You don't want any.
Oh yeah, I shared that shit the other day. It's good shit.
So Babs has never told you about his horrible parkour accident back in the UK, right? It was a big pipe in the middle of some roof somewhere.
No, he got caught on one of those like fleur-de-lis finials on the top of a wrought iron fence.
He was jumping over Big Ben, and the tip of it raised him.
Is this like some sort of like this is some Mission Impossible shit? What the fuck's going on here? Tom Cruise. Yeah. Mission Impossible 15.
I don't.
Tom's
Baby Pabs is not. He was sleeping, but he's up and he's eating right now. So technically not awake. Not asleep, but also not awake.
Grown boy.
He's grown boy. Yeah, he's going through a growth spurt right now. So it's like.
This is the only one he's ever gonna get. So be careful, man.
I don't believe it, man. I'm telling you.
Listen, Julio, don't compare my son to your penis, alright? Just like
I got one growth spurt.
I got faith in my little man Parker. Little man Parker is gonna have some latent German genes. You know?
Yeah, I definitely think he's gonna be he
won't be a little man for long.
He's gonna be not for long.
Daddy,
yeah, but then what are you gonna do?
Milk. I'm hungry,
when he's 15 and you're trying to yell at him and he's a foot taller than you.
Give me Milky
down here. My dominance not through my height but through my stature.
Come down here.
Give me Milky's daddy.
You want to go, Daddy?
Perhaps it's gonna be all yoked out.
I don't understand. Why does my son sound Austrian?
I don't know, German blood. Maybe he's gonna really go
German
hard
blood. Yes, Austrian.
Yeah.
No, if anything, he's gonna sound like he's from Chicago.
Word up.
Big.
Daddy, come here.
Oh yeah, guy. All right there, guy. Look.
I've already accepted that he's going to have an American accent. You know, I've already swallowed that pill. But
what's he gonna be?
The Chicago accent.
Minnesota?
I still haven't quite.
Oh, you dead. Need some of that milk.
I don't understand any of these accents that Kyle's coming out with.
Minnesota. He's gonna be a Minnesota guy. You know?
No, he's not gonna have.
Oh shit!
Why would we have a Minnesotan? And you were like, you're leaning hard into it. You were going like beyond Scotty. Like in no, that's beyond Scotty. You're like that's like more UP than anything. Like you're gonna start to channel Jeff. He's gonna appear on the stream soon. Getting so close to Canada.
Show us the goods. I want to see the goods.
Oh yeah. So everybody that watched the stream live last time, it got blocked by a glitch. As did several streamers at the same evening. And then it was I had the ability to republish it after several hours of no word
Negotiating.
They were like, we blocked your shit, you can't do anything about it. Have a good day.
Trying to do some awful things to get that video posted. Just letting you guys know that now.
I did nothing.
Awful.
Brian did the whole Debbie Does Dallas shebang.
He went to
I-
work and then went home. I saw him
He
at
made
work.
critical sacrifices for you guys.
I was at work.
He didn't do
I did
nothing.
complain about it a little bit
What up, Jason?
while I was at work.
Remy.
Someone named Creeping Freddy for YouTube says, I'm not sure good at technical stuff in terms of like the robotic scratch building / engineering. Like y'all are difficult for my brain to understand. That whole sentence was
Well,
difficult to understand.
some of that, I mean, is a
So I
proclivity
just
for
jizz on Haros.
some of it is a proclivity
doing
for
so much
sport.
coming, she can't even think straight now. No energy, mental capacity drained, hormone imbalance due to comes.
Due to comes.
So many loads blown. Fizzled.
So
teenager.
some of that is a proclivity towards mechanical design and technical drawing that at least I experienced early on in my life. Like when I was like an early teenager, like 12, was when I think I got my first technical drawing class that I participated in, which was awesome because they still had that shit for kids in middle school. And that really like threw a spark in me and got me interested in 3D forms, in realism, in that level of design depth and detail, and then the functionality of things, like how machines work, how simple machines work at that point. But then, you just get excited about stuff. I studied most of the things that I've learned on my own, or I picked it up through working. So like, it isn't a thing that you like, if you're interested in it, you can learn about it and find out about it. So don't be discouraged by like maybe if you don't have the natural like draw to it, but if you're interested in it, there's no reason that you can't pick it up, right?
John
I mean, even if you don't want to, even if you don't want to do the whole technical know-how or technical design thing, just do whatever you think it looks cool. Look around, watch things, like watch people, look at other people's shit and go, okay, I like doing that. Let's see if I can adapt it and make it into something I like.
I like that shit.
That's
that shit
an
up
easy
my ass.
first step. And if you want to develop further, do so.
What you need to do is quit watching Bang Bros, learning how to come on people, and watch like technical videos or some shit.
I said
Skeet
none of
Boys
that.
or whatever videos you got on the internet these
Once
days.
it comes out, don't do this. Stop that.
Stop blasting your kid.
Ah. What the fuck? Does it hurt?
She's not used to it. It's a weird feeling. What is this? The pressure.
Shit.
What do you think, Paul?
I think you could probably get that cleared up with some penicillin. It would be fun, I think.
Burns when I come. What the fuck?
Oh,
There was I think there was an article once that said that someone had masturbated so much throughout the span of 3 days that they had used up their reserve essentially, and was essentially ejaculating blanks. But not there's no sperm or anything, but
There
no
was
like,
orgasming with no anything coming out.
nothing coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read that manga too.
No, it's not a mine. It's like a real thing. I don't know.
It was
I don't
like
know if it was in
dust.
Give me
the.
the code.
It was like
Tab.
dust.
Give me the code.
They do weird shit in the UK, man.
So wait, here's the thing.
Yeah, I think I remember reading it on the metro. I was like, wow.
How does it
I
work with a
see.
vasectomy? I've always kind of been curious about that because obviously
You
you
get-
still have
you get
semen, but you don't have
semen,
sperm.
No sperm. Yeah.
Yeah. But how? So maybe they just cut one of the tubes, but not the other, because you're
Yeah.
mixing them both in your testicles.
Yeah. No spermies for you.
I don't want to know.
I don't know. I really don't.
Well, I know a couple of coworkers who have had vasectomies, and not to be a perv or anything, because I've contemplated getting a vasectomy myself.
He was like, "Let me
I
see
don't
your dick."
I don't. No. Balls. Feminine balls.
Oh yeah.
I'm curious, like, how much does the like thought of or not the thought, the process of orgasming differs from pre to post vasectomy. I don't want to kind of ruin that. I'm like, all right, if I just gotta wear condoms the rest of my life so I don't get rid of this sensation, or does it really like deviate that much? Like, legitimately, a serious question. Yeah.
May I?
I need you to come for me so I can see if it's different. Your coming is different than mine. I don't want to
look in there.
I've been curious about that.
Says, I got my tubes tied. Legit. All right.
Oh shit.
Hey,
everybody's free to do what they want to their body. That's their choice.
Within reason.
Yeah.
A friend of mine's been trying to do that.
just don't be flashing people in public.
Yeah, sometimes they do not let you.
Yeah,
like,
they don't
for
let
whatever
you.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah, there's. I don't know if that's everywhere, but I think you have to either be 30 or have 2 kids or something
have
like
an
that.
age
There's
restriction or kid restriction.
Yeah.
I'm like, no,
Interesting.
why should it be that way? I just let them. If they know, because you can. I think tube tying is reversible, much like a vasectomy. It's not as much of a guarantee, but I mean, if the individual knows the protocol and is completely aware of it, let them fucking do it. I never really understood why they had to put the restrictions on it, regardless if it's vasectomy, because it's the same thing for vasectomy. Sometimes some states won't let you get it because of certain age restrictions. So I'm like,
They want that taxpayer money. That's why.
One
part
or
of
the
it
other, and I don't
fucked
remember.
up,
Like
man.
I'm not too well versed in all that kind of stuff, but one or the other is less reversible. And I
Yes, I think
believe
tube
it's
tie is
tube
the
tying
less-
is much
yeah.
less reversible than a
Mhm.
vasectomy.
Yeah.
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 We weren't sure if you wanted to have kids, so I had a vasectomy, so I snipped. And then you said you did want to have kids,
This is-
snap. So I just get snip, snap, snip, snap.
yeah, do you want it or not? Do you want it? My balls are getting kind of brown over here.
3
Fine.
vasectomies.
Wow.
Yeah, Michael Scott got his dick touched a lot.
Oh, man.
Yo,
Let me move this out of the way so I come in here with this laser.
Speaking of penises, I watched
no.
Yes, we got him. We got him.
Listen, I watched Jackass 4.5.
Oh, it was great.
God,
It was great.
dicks the whole goddamn
Yeah,
show.
well,
Four
what
is old dicks. 4.5 is more like prank shit.
Yeah, so it was more like how they made Jackass Forever, right? Like
Yeah.
they were talking about like the process and what happened during the pandemic, and you know the 10 was it 10 years or something like that since the last
20
Jackass
20
movie?
since the first one.
Yeah, so they were talking about that, but they were showing off like some of the pranks, some of the stunts that they were doing, and there was a fuck ton of penises, man.
Dude, if you just watch like 4, like the actual movie,
Actual
it's just
movie?
all dicks.
Dicks
It
forever.
was-
I mean,
it-
And you finish watching it, and then you're thinking to yourself, like, it's been 20 years, and you still think your dick's funny, huh?
I'll be
You
honest.
lie.
I was
You
gonna
laugh.
watch it because I hadn't seen 4, and I was like, what does this look like in this kind of environment now? And it was still fucking funny. I
Yeah,
still
it
found
is
it
funny.
hilarious.
Yo, the worst shit.
All right.
It's stupid funny.
The
Yeah.
worst shit they did was try to fill the condoms with the sewer.
The
backup.
RV sewage
wait,
tank.
guys, don't ruin it for me. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, wait till you
I-
get
I'm
I
gonna-
there.
I'm gonna watch
I
this.
really
fucking
don't think
disturbing.
that it'll ruin it for you.
It was disturbing as fuck.
I remember watching CKY, which is the predecessor
yeah.
to
Oh my
fucking
god,
Jackass.
that stuff was just dangerous.
That was
Mhm.
dangerous.
Well, I love the
Yeah,
music videos they used to make. So I
Well,
watched all 4 of them.
That was
Bam
bad.
Margera's older brother was in
Yeah.
CKY.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was a band member, and then I think he went to him. I want to say that's why he was at
Yeah.
Affinity to that band.
Eternal Majesty.
But yeah, I used to love watching CKY and like the little music videos they would
Fuck yeah,
fucking do and shit. So great.
I saw them once at Warped Tour. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Can't kill yourself.
4 was pretty funny when
Yeah.
they had him.
I think that's where they really had their stride.
When they had him
He-Man.
put his nuts through the hole, and they had that little sawzall.
The
The whole bit, the
Squishing.
opening bit, and how
Yeah.
elaborate that whole production was amazing. I think Ryan, you would actually appreciate some of the production quality of the not even the prop, but the scale modeling aspect of it.
It's 1-to-1 dick scale.
When idiots get money,
Yeah.
the production
I
goes
mean-
up, but the jokes are the same.
All I can think of is the Flintstones. It's a living. Money is money. That's all I
Sitting
can
on
think
a
of.
restaurant
In the art
window.
world, it is hard to find a good paying job sometimes. So
CKY was where the where they would that started the whole thing of getting in the shopping cart and then getting
Pushing
pushed into like into like a parking block or off a set of stairs or something.
Dude, like
I never
the
did that.
quality of their videos too is just crazy. Like where they got to where they are now.
Yeah.
Everything's 4K and shit.
yeah,
Dude from
CKY was
Chester,
like
Minnesota.
throwing a dummy off of an overpass onto a passing car and shit. It was like
Oh, that shit
Yeah.
would have not made it in today's
committing
world.
crimes.
Yeah.
Like is ultimately what it is.
There was a really good skit that they did was fucking hilarious. It had Ryan Dunn in it. And I'm trying to remember what the fuck
I do remember them shitting on restaurant windows though. Just ass up on windows, fucking hysterical, man.
Like a dog on a fire hydrant.
Mm.
Has Smoke done that? Smokey done that? Drake did that a few times. A bunch of weird shit. I'd be like, "What are you doing?" And like, what? Oh, what? Wow.
We
I'm not
like
even mad.
Play-Doh?
Not even mad. I'm impressed.
It's like Play-Doh.
Yeah. Especially when he was young, before he was fixed. Oh man. Because he
Good
went
healthy
3 years. He went 3 years before we got him fixed, and yeah, he went. Yeah, he was.
looking-
He was 87 pounds, lean,
and then
fully
he got
intact
fixed.
dog, and then he got fixed, and he went to like 110.
He's like, you've relinquished me from my balls. It's time to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now he topped out at 130, so you know, that's a sausage. So sausage.
One of my coworkers, he has this little cat that he begrudgingly bought. He didn't want it. His wife wanted it. And they just recently neutered him. I was like, I bet you that motherfucker's on your couch wiping his ballless body all over. Like, fuck your couch. You took my balls away. And he took a picture when he got home. And where was that motherfucker? On his couch. And I was like, this is why cats are fucking assholes. I told you. And you should never got one.
And we're actually looking at getting another one. Because we're down to one cat now. Since Yumio
in this
passed.
house.
So we're looking at getting another one, you know, because
You guys
it's a little lonely around here.
You guys should get something exotic, like a Puchin monkey or something.
We're just gonna go to the shelter and
Give him berries.
Yeah, like
I found a turtle.
ooh,
Found a turtle like more than a week ago, last weekend. So not more than a week ago, but last weekend. Did a bunch of yard work. Those of you guys in the private, like the group here, know, like you guys out there in the regular world don't know this. Or maybe you don't know this. I rebuilt my front garden with a bunch of pavers. I've been doing a bunch of like maintenance work around the house, trying to get the everything normal where I want it to be. And in doing some excavative work, I came across this turtle that was about this big,
so
just a little guy. And Colleen named him. She names everything. Shit. Jarvis. She's in the other room. She yelled it at me. Jarvis. Yeah. She named Jarvis, and we had him for we kept him overnight and into the next day, but then we decided to let him go because we were contemplating oh shit, we found out what kind of turtle he was or she was. We don't know what kind of sex it was, and it was well, the turtle's gonna grow to be either between 5 and 11 inches overall when it's fully grown.
That's pretty cool.
And they live 40 years. And
shit.
yeah, and we were thinking about it and thinking about the size of our house and the size of space we have, and a terrarium for a full-grown male is
big,
3 feet long and a good
big.
Yeah, it's big.
150-gallon tank and shit.
No, 50 to
50 gallons.
yeah,
Big.
50 gallon.
Yeah. I had 150 for my iguana. I was like, get in your fucking bed, boy.
Right.
I had an
females are twice
iguana.
as
We
big.
just put a harness on it and a leash and just let it out in the backyard. But there's iguanas everywhere here.
We're in
Fucking
Florida.
everywhere. You're allowed to shoot them.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh, go monster hunting down there.
Yeah, it's actually they legally allow it in certain municipalities. You need to get rid of this many iguanas because they're an invasive species.
Yeah, they'll take over.
They're gonna take over all of Florida.
I was reading an article today that was saying that the inflation in Florida is OD right now.
Yeah, fucking
It's gonna
Californians
be
went
real
there
bad.
and brought their shit with them. My dad's been complaining about it for the last year.
Not just that. Old homeboy, what's his nuts? Fucking Governor Dum Dum relinquished that tax shelter deal with Disney, where Disney picked up a huge amount of tax and paid it all regularly, and then shifted all of that to the people of the state for no reason.
That's one of many things that happened because Florida's always been a little asinine, but a lot of Californians have fucked up the market over there as well because they're all moving shit because they burn their city down. My dad's been getting into real estate recently, and he's been watching shit locally. He's like, dude, I don't know what the fuck happened, but the last 3 months something drastic. And then he talked to some other people that bought some. He's like, yeah, a bunch of Californians moved here. It's like at least 30 new houses got sold in their like neighborhood, all of them from California. I was like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's like, there's something going on, and I don't like it.
We've had a lot of people from New York too, but not the city.
New Yorkers,
but not the city, like upstate New York,
Yeah.
because they were affected by the same rules that the city was for the most part.
Right.
But they're like, well, what the fuck? There's like 10 people that live in my town. Why do I have to wear a mask? And I'm related to all 10 of them. They're all my cousins and my sisters at the same time. So I don't understand why it's a problem. I'm pretty sure like a Mennonite family moved in across the street from me. They had like 10 kids.
God damn.
They're all in a 4-bedroom house. Like, how the fuck do you guys fit in there?
What's going on here? They're like, we're renting. I'm like,
just throw
neighbors going downhill.
Welcome to Florida.
10 kids.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Welcome to Earth.
And RU 486, just throw them the day after. Just like...
Fucking those 10 kids are gonna have 10 kids. One of them's definitely gonna get locked up for something.
We need some population control. Like, what the
One?
fuck?
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
When is it legal to start hunting
know
little
the
Mennonite
ratio.
kids?
Wow. And there's like, so if you guys ever read the you remember the when they were doing crossovers between DC and Image back in the day?
Yeah,
Right?
I remember that. Like they had the
So
Frank
do you
Miller
remember-
Batman with Spawn.
Exactly. That's the exact one that I want to talk about. The Frank Miller Batman versus Spawn versus the Todd McFarlane Batman versus Spawn, right? So the Todd McFarlane Batman versus Spawn was fun, techno, kind of gritty, kind of dark, but like
Ryan, I have that issue, by the way.
I have both of them somewhere, and I've had them forever. But like, yeah, so the Frank Miller one though, fucking dark, deals with
shit.
Roanoke and like demon sacrifice and shit. Like what
That's
happened
Frank Miller
to,
for
like,
you. He likes
I know,
to keep
I
it-
loved it, right? And it makes me think like all this weird, like, you must have babies. We need to increase the surplus population. It's like, why? Why? Why do we need to?
We're
Exactly.
overpopulated
Like,
as
I'm
much
on
as
board.
it is.
No. I mean, it's good. If you want to have kids, that's great.
Yeah.
Like, yes, do
But
it.
You shouldn't be
Please do.
restricted to have kids. You
That's
should
great.
be able to choose yay or nay, not yay.
Right, you shouldn't
and only
be
yay.
forced
They're pushing it right now.
to do that. Because like there's
Well, we're
lots of
getting
kids on the planet.
overpopulated, and they need some kids over in Japan. So we'll just make a trade.
Yeah, hook them up with their aging population with some young Americans to go ruin their economy.
Oh, that's
Ruined.
And
exactly
them with
what
AR-15s
no
already
one-
too. Go have fun.
Lord. I love you
Show them
guys.
your American
Oh,
history.
boy. I'll be
You
back.
guys are great. I love you guys
This
because you're
kid
fun as
for a
hell.
4K TV.
No, I mean, on a serious note though, like adoption. I mean, come on, like why aren't we forcing people to adopt kids rather than make kids? Let's take care of the ones we have already. Like, I don't
It's
understand.
people fucking.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Stop
but you can
fucking.
You can fuck without pushing kids
No.
out. It's okay to
Yeah.
fuck
Good.
without kids.
But
Easy.
most of the guys out there don't pull out, or they try to.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, listen.
But you can still get
Yeah,
pregnant without having
but I don't.
That's fucking stupid. That shit is
What's the sound
stupid and
effect?
selfish.
It is.
Those people.
Those fucking people should be like rounded up and sterilized in mass. Like that's
Yeah.
my eugenics plan. Sterilize the dumb fucks and the fuckboys.
Yeah. Like
I mean,
anyone, Logan Paul,
I'm not
and
disagreeing
Logan Paul
with you.
related, all sterilizing.
But you like, how do you define fuckhead in like what do you got? What's you got? Take a test? Like, how are we
Yeah,
gonna
that's
specify this?
standardized testing.
True,
Okay,
it's incredibly
standardized testing.
subjective. You're right.
Can you
you're
tell me
right.
your name? Okay, that's the first part. Can you spell it correctly? all right. You're looking good so far. All right, now Do you believe the Earth is round? Oh, you answered no on this. Not looking good, buddy.
Yeah,
You gotta do shit like, do you listen to
Come with
Machine
us.
Gun Kelly?
Come with us.
Yeah,
We have a
okay.
laser for you. Zzz.
Yeah.
All right, you're free. Go fuck all you want. You're done. Can I have my balls back? No, they're ours now.
Yeah.
You're gone.
I don't think dinosaurs existed.
Bye. Bye, sir.
What was that? Borat when he's
Oh, is that the new one? I haven't seen it. I gotta watch that.
Old guy wing. Oh man, I gotta see
Yeah.
old people dick. Oh man. Yeah, there was a scene like that in the 4.5. A bunch of old guy dick. Fantastic.
That's pretty much the whole movie because those guys are getting to that age where
No, it was random,
like 50s.
random old dudes.
Wow.
Lorenz
is stepping it up.
Kyle Lorenz is asking, who is Machine Gun Kelly?
You can go, sir.
Why do I got? I didn't even say Machine Gun
So
Kelly's
Machine
name.
Gun Kelly is this guy who's in like his 30s and he was going bald, but now he got a bunch of hair plugs and they're growing back in. He's marrying Megan Fox, or they're already married or something, but
They're
they
already
like
married.
they do dumb shit like drink
What do
each
you think
other's
of my
bloods
sock?
like they're like 12-year-olds in the
See you.
90s. And
he also
it's just
picked
celebrity.
a hip hop battle with Eminem, and then
my
gave
God.
up on hip hop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quit.
Eminem dissed him
Quit
so
rapping.
hard. He's
Yeah.
now a pop star rock or alt
No,
rock guy
yeah,
now.
yeah, you know, he's an actor. He's an actor.
Quit
All right,
rapping
Jeff.
altogether.
God, he's
I
back
wanted to want to watch one of his movies recently
Nope.
that came up in like I couldn't want to want it. I just couldn't want to watch it.
I want you to watch it.
I know. I mean, I wanted to want to watch it, but I saw it and I was like, how could someone want to watch this?
See,
It doesn't
you
even
don't hate
make
yourself
sense.
enough. That's what it is, Brian. You don't hate yourself enough.
Oh, I hate myself pretty much a
But
lot.
not enough. You're just
I have a
missing
lot
that
of like I
1%
see a
more.
lot of flaws. I experience me 24 hours a day, and I know that I have major problems.
That's not
I
hating yourself.
experience me.
That's acknowledging yourself. You gotta really hate yourself to go like, yeah, I want to watch.
Oh
this
sure.
movie.
Well, no, I don't. Actually, I don't hate myself. I love myself because I am flawed and I'm a work in progress. Baby.
You know when you hate yourself is when his music's on the fucking radio and you can't help but hear it.
And you're
And
like,
that shit gets fucking stuck in your head. He's like, "Oh, you really don't like me, do you, Brandon? You really fucking
I don't.
don't."
for some reason,
I
I think
don't-
this is good music.
I've never. I can't recall ever hearing of a lick of anything ever.
Bro, you be in a car, the radio just be on like a fucking Uber.
Nope.
Hate it.
You ever out in public and your ear just starts bleeding for some reason?
No,
You've been hit by
I'm
Machine
like-
Gun Kelly.
But my ears do ring a little bit, and I'm like, tinnitus.
He could
That just
have the
means-
smallest fucking role in any movie, and as soon as I see him, I hate the whole fucking movie. It could be like
He
a
was
good
in
movie.
Jackass 4,
Oh yeah, gone.
Well,
but
I
they
don't
Garbage.
smacked him
that.
och the bike, so it was kind of funny at the same time.
It's another
Too
reason why
much
I
dick
don't
in
watch
that
it.
movie.
So what were we gonna say, Manny?
I tell you, if your ears are ringing, that means the Machine Gun Kelly song is playing in your vicinity.
Did I just lose that frequency? Thanks, Machine Gun Kelly. Yeah. Fades out. Oh, God.
Later, Jeff.
I'm like out. I'm like out,
Listen,
like trying
I
to
don't-
like rake the
I don't
thatch. in the
blame
front
him
yard.
for trying to marry Megan Fox. That's not of
No,
the things he's done wrong. That's like pretty.
I
That's
blame
not
him.
Megan
That's not
I
Fox
even
blame
on the
anymore.
her for saying yes.
That's
That's
not
what it
Megan
is.
Fox anymore. That's some weird fucking.
Well, that's remember that movie
plasticky-
she was in where she like got taken over by the alien.
I don't know when she
Oh,
decided
Jennifer's
to alter her
body?
face.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Megan's body.
Yo, it's not her. It's not like Transformers One Megan Fox anymore.
No,
Like,
I
it's
think
a whole
she's
different
always
girl.
been a little weird. She married the guy from
She's
90210.
Yeah, no, she's totally weird, but like her face is different. She's like another
She's
person.
from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Like
That's why.
her parents are on meth. Like obviously.
So she's from Point St. Lucie before everyone was moving to that area.
Yeah.
The floor. Everyone from California moved out there and drove the property taxes up.
Yeah. Well, Fort Myers and Point St. Lucie were like coming in the up and up in like towards the time I was in high school. But back then, it wasn't a notorious place to go start a life. It was like, yeah, you don't go to Point St. Lucie. Like that's where drugs and crime happen.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
go buy like
you
a
don't go to
5-bedroom
Steve
house
Lou,
for like $80,000, so people move there. But
Damn. That'd be
that's
great.
not the way it is anymore.
Big old house.
Wait, how much? What now?
This is like back in the maybe late 90s, early 2000s. You could go buy this, 3,000 square foot, 5-bedroom house, brand new built for like, $100,000, let's say.
Oh, right.
That
But
sounds so good.
no, because you have to live in Port St. Lucie. It's like,
I don't care. Put a big fence around it.
Let's be honest.
So-
Everyone that lived in Vero Beach that wasn't old moved to Point St. Lucie to try to bring it up, and I don't know how they did it, but they did it because all the meth heads moved somewhere else.
yeah. It's like when people tell you, like, oh, you know how cheap property is in Alabama? Yeah, because it's fucking Alabama. Like,
Alabama. Middle of fucking nowhere, dude.
True story.
Houses are cheap in New Mexico for a reason. Nobody wants to live there.
yeah, I might get beat up because I have long hair.
I get an hour out the city and I feel weird. Like when I go to Mosquito Con and shit, I'm like, what who?
Where are the
Where are
buildings?
we?
Oh,
How come none of these are
Yes,
over
so-
3 stories? What's going on
Right,
here?
Where
so-
are we?
I feel like I've like successfully transmuted the water of life here, as I do exist both in suburbia New Jersey and in inner city New York daily.
Daily.
It's like me when I worked in
So-
South Side Chicago. Like I was downtown Chicago, but then come out to the cornfields.
Yo, Southside Chicago sound bad though.
It is bad.
It is.
I
Or
was on
Brittany Green's
64th
area?
Street. Gunshots every day on the way to work.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, well, that's on that side of the street. I work on
Dude,
this side. We're good.
man.
I work
There was-
this side.
There was 2 people shot like 3 blocks from the office today
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's getting crazy out there.
on
I'm-
Nostrand,
I'm going
man.
to
That's
further
Hassid
information.
Town. That's
These
fucking
guys
in
are
the
getting
heart
rampant.
of fucking Hassid Town.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Shit.
Like,
Only 2 people, man?
Is
Two
it
people
Jewish
got shot
people
in
shooting each other?
East Boynton,
Yeah,
like, this
bad
morning.
yeah,
Boynton
but
Beach.
Paul, that's like the Orthodox Hasidic area
Yeah.
of
Those
Brooklyn.
people
No,
crazy.
Boca. You're thinking of
their
Boca.
hat, they got a
Boca
gun.
is Boca Raton. Boynton is because my parents live in Boynton Beach. Boynton High School has at least
Boynton.
3 gangs in it at any given time.
Okay.
It's a new high school too, less than 20 years old. It is riddled with gang violence.
A place called Boynton.
But yeah, I
Speaking
got
of
out.
shootings,
I got
though,
off the
Josh.
plane in Indianapolis, and I was like, "Oh shit, the grass has lines in it." Like that checker pattern. I've never actually seen that.
Oh, really? That's just how to mow your yard.
Well, I mean,
I
like
think the
my-
grass
so
is different in Florida.
I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Like, there's
I
no
know,
grass
bro.
there.
Oh,
and
that's
then
right.
I moved to South Florida, where we don't really actually have grass. We just have weeds.
Got you.
Well, no, Paul.
Oh, okay.
There's people with grass, but the grass is different in Florida. Like,
Yeah,
you can't
it
walk
doesn't-
in the grass in Florida.
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
you'll
like,
get
it feels great in my
fucking
feet. It's weird,
by
harsh.
fire ants.
It's like palm tree fronds or the grass leaves. Like they can cut your fucking feet. It's not comfortable at all.
Oh, wild.
But like you go to the Midwest, it's nice grass.
And there might be a fucking snake in the grass. You don't go walk in it. That's a stupid idea. It's like Pokemon.
What?
You don't walk in the grass in Florida.
Jesus, what mall?
There's a
were
wild
you
animal
in?
in here.
No. Doku, I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
Oil snake has attacked you.
Jesus Christ.
Hell, you know the Boynton Mall? My buddy went there for Christmas. This was some many years back, and there was a shooting right there. He was like, "I'm just trying to buy fucking Christmas gifts." His mom just dropped them off. He walked in the mall, and like no more than 5 minutes, he's hiding because there was some fucking gang shooting. I was like, "Oh shit!"
I was working there during that.
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah, I used to work in
Good.
Spencer's, and I was working there for that.
Yeah, so he was there, and he told me later. He's like, "Yeah, dude, what the fuck? I just gotta go get some Christmas shopping." Oh, dude, it used to be a nice mall too. I don't know what happened.
That's crazy.
Malls in general. Like, is there many nice malls anymore?
I mean, the
Like, I feel like
Schomburg
people
Mall's
don't
pretty nice.
shop that way anymore. You know?
No,
Yeah.
they go to
Yeah, they're
strip
dying.
malls.
No, there's malls around. Especially Jersey's got malls. New York's got malls. Manhattan Mall is huge. It's full of shops.
Well, that's in the city.
Yeah,
They don't have room for a strip mall.
it's
Yeah.
not for strip mall style shit, but there's strip malls out in Jersey too. But Doku, glad you're safe. That's crazy. Colleen was just mentioning to Colleen, and she said that she either you used to work there, or you used to live near there. When she lived in Lyndhurst, she used to live right near there. So, damn.
Dude, the world is not the world. The U.S. is
The United States is fucked.
losing its fucking mind. I don't know what the hell's going on,
man.
but
I don't know
every
either.
day I hear more and more horrible things happening, and I'm just like, when's it gonna stop? Like, or get better?
It's
or,
clearly
like,
Machine Gun Kelly's fault.
Yeah, see,
Fucking
the dude needs to stop fucking making music. He's ruining the world.
Piece of shit, bro.
With his name, he should just be. This is what the politicians need.
I think a good amount of blame could go to the Kardashians as well.
Oh fuck yeah!
Your show stopped. People don't have anything to watch. They need to go back into their homes, watch their fucking stupid ass show, and free us from all this chaos. That's Kim and Kanye should have never got divorced. They were holding this world together.
They were holding this world together.
Now Kanye's unhinged. He's unhinged, and he's gonna try to own the planet.
No, he's pressing buttons back there.
The only real issue is that poor Kanye can't get the help that he desperately needs.
That man is gone from an eccentric
Everybody who
individual to
goes
a
through that
crazy
family
one.
needs help, man. Nobody makes it
Well,
out
no.
unscathed.
Kanye was so far fucking gone before that, man.
I don't think he was
But
eccentric.
none of those dudes
He
make
was
it out okay.
He was
When
doing
Lamar,
alright.
Lamar Odom started smoking crack.
Oh shit!
He
Was he
really
bad?
started smoking crack, dude. Like, holy
is-
shit!
Is
He
Gold
went
Digger a
from
wholesome
professional basketball player, world champion, to crackhead.
Crackhead.
Does anybody talk about Ray J anymore?
song? Daryl Strawberry?
Dude fell victim.
Yeah, I know, but Daryl Strawberry was like a crackhead his whole life.
His whole
He
life.
happened to be good at baseball.
Yeah.
He played very well under the influence.
Yeah. Lamar Odom was like, no one had ever heard that man had smoked crack, and then he marries a Kardashian. Crackhead.
He's a crackhead.
Crackhead.
Like that.
It's fucking
Speaking
crazy,
of which,
dude.
that's crazy that he literally didn't he go through a whole 7 innings under the influence of cocaine, and he pitched a no hitter.
Oh yeah, but I mean, no, Daryl Strawberry didn't
Yeah.
pitch.
You couldn't.
You're thinking
No,
of
Daryl
Doc
Strawberry
Gooding?
was.
Who am I thinking
Doc
of? That pitched a
Gooding was
no
the
hitter under. He
Yeah,
was under
that-
fucking meth or
Doc
something like
Gooding.
shit.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucking
I mean,
crazy.
Coke, I don't think that actually would be that hard. Meth, a little different.
Wait,
Little
Paul.
Yes
How do you
and
know
no.
this?
Lawrence Taylor used to play football coked out all the time.
How do you know
Right,
this?
but here's the deal about
He says
cocaine.
it openly.
No.
You have to.
You
You have
speak
to
from
keep
experience. It
administering.
sounds like
Oh,
there's experience in this.
They have to
Huh?
keep administering cocaine. Methamphetamines are different. They're like that's what the fucking Nazis used to give to their child soldiers, so they would feel super strong instead of being like 17 like they were. and then so cocaine you have to like keep applying, is my understanding goes. But like as far as meth
Well,
goes,
meth
like
degrades your
you can
brain.
hit a good hard hit of meth and go and play a whole fucking hockey game and win like Carolina did tonight. And
What I know about meth is it stays, at least like the chemical effects stay in your body for up to 10 years.
God damn.
oh, I can
I'm
believe
like,
that.
fucking hell, that's crazy. And it
I
will
would
literally
imagine, though, it
change
affects your
your,
like level of
um,
focus more.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I could see where like if you're a football player and your job's to run around like a crazy person, Coke might be helpful.
yeah, give you that blood pump. Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, they used to put it in Coca-Cola. Well, I mean, like, so yeah, I growing up in Iowa. Iowa was like crazy with that shit in like the 90s, and then into the 2000s. So like, it was that shit was all around, and obviously it's not something you fucking get around, you get into, but you get to see people that are into that shit and like working
Jay Santos
construction.
has it right.
But-
Meth is the secret to Florida Man. It's their super soldier serum. It truly
And
is.
if it's not, it was bath
Bath salts.
salts for a real small
Well,
amount of time.
They found something better though, more efficient.
Yeah, exactly. It was bath salts was the gateway.
That was
Back.
prototype.
It wasn't even the gateway back. It was like it was not even a gateway because it's like you're coming back to back to their roots. It's terrible. And that shit is awful. And it's horrible. And I used to have people that I knew that I worked with that fucking smoked straight anhydrous. Like, yeah, like fertilizer.
Changes your brain structure,
Dude.
Like
yeah.
you won't go back to the person you once were
Man,
after the high
no
is
shit.
done.
And like I knew people before and after and have and
Mhm.
and it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. I did a lot of work when I was younger trying to get people to stop that shit and like get them into like a wholesome, like through work, like through doing labor jobs and like working in plants and stuff. There's a culture of stuff. I try to stop people from doing that shit. Be like, come on, it's like fucking, you don't need that. You can have a good life.
It makes me
swear.
feel like
It's
the
not worth it, I
space
swear.
between molecules,
No,
Brian.
and it's like, dude, look at you. Like
Machine Gun Kelly isn't worth
out.
it. Don't
You're
do
fucking
it.
geeked out, bro. You're geeked out.
Geeked out.
Fucking chewing your face off. Stop it.
You want to know
You
how
don't
I
need
got
this
these
shit.
scars?
Smoking meth.
Geeking. That's how. Jesus. That's wild,
Anyway,
man.
Abs is back. Let's go back to talking about dicks.
Oh my god.
Did you hear about that plant? Is it in Thailand? Where like they're like it's like endangered now because like people have been picking this flower that looks like a phallus. And it's like like there was like a viral picture that was taken of these like two ladies, like these two older ladies being like, oh, this flower, oh, and it was like, oh shit, went like crazy. And then like the tourism industry just went and they just fucking destroyed the ecosystem of this like flower, and it's now endangered. It's very bizarre.
Have you seen the picture of that like Beyond sausage and someone at the grocery store like put it, it was like the carton container with the plastic wrap over the top, and someone flipped it like up on its side and they shrunk down and they look like a bunch of great dicks in there.
Oh, they got hot and melted.
Like, what is it about human psychology when it comes to the fascination of dicks? Like, regardless of male or female, like, it's just, I don't know what it is. Like, maybe, what's his name from Superbad had it right. All the best things are shaped like dicks.
Everything is dicks, dude.
No, they say that like the human eye and the mind is subconsciously trained to see faces and stuff. That's why we see like faces in potatoes and in different things like that. But I also think that like the second thing that they're most likely to think about is to see,
The phallic symbols.
Yeah.
it's like, oh, look at the cloud looks like an amazing rack. Awesome.
I think it's called facial pareidolia. I think that's the condition to see faces in objects.
Oh, the condition to see phallic objects, and I was like, wow, they have a name for it. Shit, scientific one.
He said faces.
I know. I was waiting till he finished it because I was like, hold on, where's this going?
Like,
It was going nowhere. I was just throwing facts out there.
Pabs wants to talk about dicks. Back on it.
The only person who's brought dicks up since I talked about Jocko at Jackhouse has been you.
Sure, Pabs.
My toast clearly had the Lord on it. It was a sign from above.
I saw Napoleon in my ice cream once. Mind-boggling.
Didn't fucking Cheetos have a campaign? Cheetos had a campaign where like if you could find a Cheeto that looked like a thing, right? It was like a social media campaign. If you found a Cheeto that looked like enough like anything, they're
Crunchy
like
Cheetos?
No, I
Sure,
remember
yeah.
that, Brian. They were doing that.
it was like
weirdly
right, and
shaped
there was like
ones. Like, what does it look like?
Yeah, and there was one that was like, oh, this looks like the Statue of Liberty, and there was like a computer generated Cheeto, obviously that looked like enough like the Statue of Liberty, to pass. But it was like an interesting campaign where you could like, I guess, buy Cheetos, get real stoned and look at your Cheetos. I guess I don't know.
Is this something? I swear it's something. I'm gonna win $1 million.
Douglas says, sounds like a pothead dream. Thank you.
I remember this, Brian. They did do that. I don't remember
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
prize
yeah.
was, but they were like,
I remember
"Oh,
it
yeah, this
too.
looks like this. This looks like this." Like, can you find what's in your Cheetos?
Excuse me. I never liked like regular. Oh, I get this like big poof. I never really liked regular Cheetos enough to like go so far as to. They were always too heavy for me. I always felt like they're like. I always like the poofier ones. My hair kind of is. It's like weird. It's like flat over here, and it's like poofy over here. I don't know. I feel like I have teenage hair.
Yeah,
Good.
What do you see in your Cheetos crunch? It was a. It was.
You know
a
how many
thing.
men would die to have that hair?
It's a cat. It's a break dancer.
Man, you got a hell of a head of hair yourself, my brother.
The Cheetos Museum.
But I can't grow the.
So don't worry, Brian. It wasn't a fever dream. It actually did happen.
Oh no, I knew it was a thing.
Yeah. Good
I was
news.
looking at
Your
pictures of
passwords
myself
are
from
stored
like
safely.
like-
Thanks, Google.
5 or 6 years ago, and my goatee is so much smaller and like lighter and thinner. Like, I am not a hairy person. It is what it is.
So what have you guys been up to? Brian, how's this shed going? You finished it?
I have not finished the shed. I have done some talking this evening about my excitement towards finishing the shed. My homie is coming down from BK this Sunday, and hopefully we can install the skylight and get all the shingles put on the roof, as well as do some of the. So I've got to
Big
plan.
Zan.
I need
Yeah,
to do,
Big Zan.
fascia board. Gotta do fascia board on the soffit edge, and then I need to do drip edge, and then I need to do flashing tape, and then starter strip, and then the shingles. But I also have to install a skylight and then the cap. So that's
Wait.
it.
Brian, hold on.
So-
Rick talks about a gene that makes you lose hair but helps. It's called gravity, Rick. That's what it is. Gravity.
Well, like really, really hairiness.
No.
is, like
Yes.
especially on your face and body is related, like a lot of times to testosterone. If you have really high testosterone, it makes you go bald as well. So
It's
No,
just
I
going
don't
on
see
my
that
face.
happening for me anytime soon.
no, but I mean, Manny, like even though you have the big beard, it's not like I'm talking like guys that have like facial hair up to their
Yeah,
eyes
like,
and
up
shit.
to
Like
their-
The whole Rob Williams thing going on. Like,
yeah.
That's
I'm a little hairy. What about it?
That's a hormonal imbalance.
Yeah.
Like when your hormones aren't balanced, and you go one way or the other. So you'll.
because don't you need a
extremely
balanced
hairy, but-
estrogen and testosterone to be an equal? Like slightly more for men and slightly less for women is how their balance works between testosterone and estrogen.
Exactly.
Something along those lines.
It's a bunch of hormones.
I mean, I don't have a lot of facial.
I'm not a
I have
scientist.
a lot of head hair.
I just play one on TV.
Doka says shed that man cave? No, not man cave.
She-shed
Workshop. Workshop workspace. Dual. Both me and Colleen. Gardening space, dirty workspace so that I can do more like furniture stuff, woodworking stuff. I'm going to get my my casting stuff set up out there with my air compressor and everything like that. Kyle's gonna eventually send me a 3D printer that I'm gonna pay for the shipping on, and
you ain't gonna pay for anything.
yeah, shut your ass. And then that'll be out there too. So it is fairly well sealed right now. It has like a fully insulated floor. It's like within code, so that I don't have to worry about getting permits and shit like that. Yeah, getting a skylight, putting a skylight in the top, and eventually we'll work out some relationship with the power and get that all zoned in. We just are working on getting the rest of the estate settled out so that we can actually do stuff like get the roof fixed or like get new windows and stuff, which we can't do until we have the estate settled. And the state itself is dragging its ass. Like everything has been in order for 6 or 7 months or something like that, or 8 months or something. I don't know, but it's just like dumb.
Dumb.
a long time.
Dumb.
Hellsting Oz unit wants to see photos of your shed, Brian.
Okay. I can post. I've been posting them in my progress has been in the Scale Modelers critique group. This is where I've been posting pictures of my shed. But I'll I'll post them on my Facebook art page, Brian Dyncloud Creations. Grabbing a lot of people have been following that page lately, which is awesome, but interesting because like I don't post on it very much. I don't interact with Facebook all that much, to be honest with you. So. But it's been cool, so I need to. I'll do it more. I posted something the other day. Is it on the shed? I think it was on the shed.
Dogudel says it sounds like a Brian OnlyFans account.
Ah,
Only
You have
Brian.
to join to find out.
right. It's free. Oh yeah, no, I've totally gained like 30 some followers. 30 followers in the last month. There we go. Yeah, no, I posted the Meddings book, the Models for Ukraine book. Nice. Yeah, no, but I'll post an update on the shed on there too.
Yo, who's gonna feed him Saturday and Sunday?
Who's gonna feed who?
Guys, do we want to take a moment to pay our respects to Ray Liotta? Yeah, passed away at the age of 67.
Yeah, that's
My wife was a huge fan of his, being a lover of Goodfellas.
He died doing an acting job.
Yeah,
Ooh,
he was in
he was
the
on-
Dominican Republic filming
Yeah.
something.
He was in the Dominican Republic. He was filming for a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie. On an island. He went to sleep and just then woke up. So he died in his sleep.
Wow.
No hint of health problems or anything. I mean, I guess he's
Well, there's no foul play at least. I don't know.
okay.
Yeah, I think he had like cancer of something a couple of years ago.
That's what I was thinking. I thought he had a popped up or something like that in recent news, like before they did the recent mob movie with Robin De Niro and Al Pacino and all that guy.
Al Pesci.
Combo. Joe Pesci and
Al De Niro. Al De Niro.
Al De Niro.
Al De Niro and
Johanny is getting a Brazilian butt lift.
Oh,
Oh no.
I'm gonna move on from that. I don't know if anybody has seen the 135 scale EXS, but it's up for pre-order right now for $3,099.
oh, let me get on that.
Oh my god. Oh, only a mere $3,099.
Well, that's like that's the garage kit. The finished version is $9,299.
Oh,
Pass.
better yet, I don't want to paint it.
$9,300.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Where's that at?
Gun it.
Yeah.
What would you do? What would you do with that? What would you do?
Paint it.
No, but if you had it, like even after you had it, though, what would you do with it?
What's wild is I'm trying to remember how much the original G system cost. I think it was like $1,250.
Oh shit!
Pabs, can you share for our audience the kit you're talking about?
Yeah, we haven't had any red news in a while.
Just to get
Yeah,
you
we had it
guys.
last week.
Yeah.
Okay, last week.
And then
You
once
guys
you
a
talk
little
about
bit-
Res News, I'll go grab some comics and we can talk about comics too.
I got
I know you love that.
recently.
Yeah.
Can't
Last
wait.
time we had a Red Palette Wednesday.
I know. Super excited, Pabs. I can hear it in your voice.
Months.
Really can't
Months.
wait.
Can't or can? I think you can wait. I'm getting a vibe that you're adding the T for my benefit.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kyle.
Yeah, Obi-Wan gets released tomorrow.
Yeah.
So does Stranger
Oh
Things.
yeah, we already
It's
watched
Stranger
it.
Things.
Finally finished Chip and Dale today. That was great.
That was a good movie, right?
I didn't see it yet.
Enjoyable.
Magic
Enjoyable. So this
Yo.
is the garage kit version. So
Everything, everywhere, all the time is a great fucking
Oh
movie.
hell yeah! I want to see that as well.
Great fucking movie.
Did I just recently watch that?
I don't know.
What's it about? Everything, everywhere. Also, Lift Up, Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh, so good.
That was
that
a
was
really
good.
good season.
So good.
Oh, that's a nice build. Though. It's a
Yeah.
nice kit.
there is a video of this one.
Oh, I want
There
to
you
watch this, Julio.
It's
Where'd
That's
you
the
watch
thing.
it?
Like, look at that. That's the thing. Look at the size of that thing.
Oh
Even if
my
that is a small
God.
man,
It's huge.
that is still gigantic.
I
price tag
recognize
makes
the
sense
table.
now.
This is an IKEA side table. That's not small.
Yeah.
He's got a metal stand, literally
Yeah.
welded up and everything.
You got to go get a fucking car spray gun to paint that.
Get a booth, a literal booth you stand
Yeah,
in.
just a big gravity. Yeah, big gravity. You need Jeff. Go visit Jeff Longman. Use Jeff's oversized booth.
He got you covered.
Give me 1 second. Let me just turn off my camera real quick so I can find that video.
Where did you watch this? Everything, anywhere, all at once. Everything, anywhere, everywhere.
I watched it on a streaming site.
Yeah, I have it on Plex.
Okay. I've been wanting to watch it since I saw. Oh, it's in theaters. Fuck, I might just go there tomorrow and watch it in theaters.
Shit.
Oh, you guys are talking about the Michelle Yeoh movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
You gotta go see Top Gun if you go to the theaters.
Yeah, double feature. I
Yeah, dude.
like where your head's at. I like where your head's at.
Yeah. You think that's gonna be any good?
Oh, of course.
It's
It's gonna be Tom Cruise.
A lot of people say all three acts are actually on par for like being an excellent movie.
Armida had, I think, watched it just a couple of minutes ago, and she loved it.
Yeah, but that is jaded commentary from Armida.
Bias.
As well.
She said it was mindless
Yeah.
fun, which is, I think, is a sign that it's a mindless. movie.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
I'll
one could
trust
say the
that.
first one was mindless
I'll
fun
trust
too,
it.
so that seems on par for the brand.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be upset with that at all.
No, yeah, and I saw the first movie. I want to say, geez,
Tom Cruise.
I can't even remember how many times I saw.
Did they
that
bring the
first movie.
'80s albums back for the sake of old
Probably.
fans?
Like we have
Yeah,
a
they
killer
said,
soundtrack.
Dude, there was
They
a
did
there was a
remake
summer
for-
there where I watched that movie like every fucking day. Like,
I've got a need. Wait, that's the wrong movie. Sorry, disregard.
no, it's not the wrong movie.
I got the need.
It's Top Gun. The need.
Days of
movie,
Thunder.
Oh, I'm getting a mix up with Days of Thunder.
yeah. But don't they also say that shit in?
I don't
No,
know.
they
do.
don't. You're right. Oh shit.
So I was right. Fuck you. You're making me feel
Yeah,
like
no,
I'm-
you're good. No,
I was
you're
like,
good.
I thought
Kyle.
that was Days of Thunder. Like,
Hell yeah, Kyle. Right on. Dead
all
ass.
right, okay.
No, you're right.
Well, I
Yeah,
was
that's
wrong,
fucked
but then
up.
I was right.
I was having
I'm
a
gonna be
Tom
wrong.
Cruisening.
I think it was,
They all-
I think
they all
it's been
kind
about
of
20
blend.
years since I've seen
I was getting cruised.
Days of Thunder.
It's a good movie too, though. Like both of them combined, just a good watch.
I think
Seems
that I
like-
played
Rubbing
the
is
Days
right.
of Thunder Nintendo game more
Thank
than
you,
I
Rick.
ever played or watched the movie.
Days of Thunder. Holy shit. Fine.
Dude, that Top Gun game was
I will be
hard.
watching it tonight. Thank you for the link.
How about Afterburner? Sick arcade game for flying. Afterburner. Lots of fun.
So I can't find this video, but I know there's also a Hainu, a UGL and Hainu of the same scale. It's being-
God.
Oh yeah, that
shit.
garbage mummy movie. Boo.
Mummy.
Yeah, that
I
one's
like
sad.
I like Tom Cruise's Jack Reacher films. They
Those
were good,
really
but but I will say though, was it the Amazon? Did the other
The show?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
show
yeah,
was
yeah.
so fucking
With that
good.
giant ass dude.
Right, but it was
Yeah, I
like
was gonna say, that dude was fucking huge. He kind of threw me off.
yes, he's a gigantic man. But
Big
he's
good
definitely
man.
more in line with the books. So like
Mm.
in the way that it
Yeah.
played out, all of the everything was very good. I must say,
All of the
applause.
everything. Applause.
All of the everything, everywhere, all at once.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to watching it.
So can you
What did
make
I
us
watch,
some size?
I guess Pab said he was gonna look for a video, but
He ain't doing
Yeah, I'm
it.
looking for it.
He ran away. He's taking the shit, man.
He ain't doing it.
He ain't doing it.
what did I watch? I watched a couple things recently. What the hell?
Oh
I can't
shit!
remember.
Did Typhurious give you a new website to stream movies onto?
Did
Which
want,
one?
you want the link for it?
Yeah,
I'll send over to you.
I have a list.
I have a list.
Wow.
You know, they go
Show you
down.
the deets.
They go down, man. The one I got, everything is pretty good quality too. That's why I watched Doctor Strange.
Oh, nice.
Some
Yeah,
movies I have to see in
seen-
theaters though, because I want the full
Oh,
surround
so-
sound.
Doctor
watched The
Strange will be
Northman.
available on digital June 20th, I believe, and then on
cool.
Blu-ray July 22nd.
I'll watch that shit. Yeah, I'll just watch that shit on Disney Plus. I watched The Northman.
Northman was good.
I heard that was
yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
It was good.
What's his
It
name?
was-
Did you
from,
guys see
was
the?
very
True
good.
Blood.
Oh, that's the one I got. It's a great
It
site.
was,
There you
He's
go.
one of the
Skarsgård.
brothers. Skarsgård, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skarsgård.
Eric? No, that's the
Eric
name he had in the
Northman.
show.
Eric Northman.
Alexander Skarsgård. Yeah.
Yep, Alexander
His real
Skarsgård.
name is Eric Northman.
Every time I think about them, I think about the dad in Nymphomaniac.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
He's the one
He
that
was
she tells the
in,
stories to, and then he's like, "Oh, you're a whore. I'm gonna whip my dick out and try to have sex." And she's like, "No," and she cuts it off.
Wild.
Why did she cut him off or she stabbed him? I can't remember how that played out, but it didn't play out for him. He should have just been a nice guy.
You guys see this movie with Karen Gillian called Duel?
I did see it. It's got like her as a twin. I saw an ad for that.
Sort of. Yeah. It's like she's like terminally ill, and so she gets a clone made of herself, like an identical clone with all like same memories and all that shit, because she's gonna die. So to like soften the blow and make everything.
Does she Highlander her ass?
Hold up,
only be
no.
one pillow.
No, she makes a recovery, right?
Shit.
Yeah, and then so she tries to have the clone what do they call it? Dispatched or got rid of? Yeah, like, exactly. She tries to get the clone, but it doesn't fucking work or whatever.
Oh,
so
I
there's
found
this
it.
like there's this whole conflict where there's like a court mandated duel to the death that they have to do.
Shit.
It sounds crazy as
I gotta
fuck.
watch this. I like her.
Dude,
as an
I'm
actress,
looking
too.
yeah, dude, yeah.
Does she
me
have
too,
her
yeah.
natural accent, or does she Americanize her voice again?
I have no idea. I didn't even watch the trailer. I just read the blurb on it, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this is crazy."
Yeah, that sounds like cheeky fun. Hey, happy smiles.
God damn.
Have you guys seen the
That
trailer
was
for
from
Willow?
Ghost in the Shell, right? The trailer for what?
Willow?
Willow?
Oh no. It
Oh,
came
that's a
out,
remote.
Oh
What
shit! Is
the
that why I
fuck?
saw
Yeah, it changed colors. Oh, even the
No,
shoulders
it's
moved.
moving. It was
Yeah.
moving. Bits
You
and
saw it?
pieces.
Moving.
There's smoke
Yeah,
coming out of it.
That's pretty
fucking
cool.
tight,
The
Yeah.
hell?
I kind of wish he would hold the rifle though instead of it being on a separate stand. I don't know why they.
No, that's just the way that it is. It's not necessarily a separate stand. That's how it is in the model.
Oh, it's got the
Is he
mount
using
coming
a
out of his
Ouija?
crotch.
Yeah. Yep. it does.
Yo, the head and the shoulders move.
Oh shit!
Dude, that is so
Smoke
worth
comes
it.
out of it.
That's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
worth
exactly.
the amount
Yeah,
that it
Yeah,
has.
this was wild. Oh,
Yo,
that's tight.
That's worth the money.
Yeah.
then.
I
metal
see why
frame.
this thing cost $3,000.
yeah. It's
Wow,
starting to-
so,
now
like-
it makes sense. Oh, dude, it's even got like a metal structure.
All right. So think about if I took one
Reposable?
of these and turned it into the Sentinel.
Oh my god.
Are they making a thousand of these?
Oh
Nice.
shit!
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, damn! I might actually.
If
buy
they have the
one.
new, they might as well have the
I would
Sazu.
never build it, but
Owning it.
Anybody's ever gonna build this.
That's pretty cool.
Madness.
I'm gonna start saving my pennies.
Paul's gonna be the collector one of these days.
Guys, do you only need one kidney to survive? Just asking for a friend.
Huh? What?
You need one kidney to survive.
Yeah, you can live with just one, right?
They only give you like $75 though.
No. That's fine. I know a couple people. They'll gladly donate for my cause. Hey, Pabs, you want to come over and help me with something?
can you bring
I
a
don't
steak
think you want
knife?
any of my buddy cards. Not gonna get much out of mine.
It's okay. They never asked for working. They just said they want a kidney. They didn't specify in the ad.
It's like so if you put like 12 rabbit kidneys together.
An amalgamation. It's got the 12 power, the filtration of 12 kidneys combined into one. It's way better than just one.
It's not gonna work, sir.
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
This is a
even tried it.
Wendy's.
Really, no. I just want to get a cheese. I want to get a chili with cheese, Mr. Giuliani. You're gonna have to go home.
They're like, I go to answer an ad, like, we're looking for top kidneys, we'll pay top dollar, and I'm like, hey, I got these kidneys for you. Sir, put your hands behind your back. No, what are you talking about? It's 12 kidneys. Like, sir, this was a sting. You totally fell for it. Put your hands
So
behind your back.
he said this 7 minutes ago. So Hellsing All's unit says Tom Cruise didn't make bad movies, but he made the garbage mummy movie. I kind of enjoyed it, honestly.
I wish they brought the monster universe into reality, though, because they really had good
Monsterverse?
ideas.
He also
Yeah.
made that horrible movie with Cameron Diaz.
No,
Vanilla
Night and Day
Sky?
wasn't that bad.
Night and Day wasn't bad either, honestly.
I like that
I
one.
I was gonna say Vanilla Sky,
And he made
No,
that,
Vanilla Sky
that,
was good, too.
that
because
rock
that's
movie.
with Cameron Diaz
Rock
and
of
Tom
Ages?
Cruise.
That was fucking horrible.
I don't remember
Oh,
being good,
right.
but I don't remember it being bad either. It was like,
right.
meh.
I did not
And-
not
and
watch the
if
film.
you objectively watch Cocktail, that movie is pretty shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh my
I forgot
god.
all about that movie.
Oh
And
my
Legend, not good.
God. Legend is
No,
great.
Legend is
I like
actually
Legend.
really good.
No,
fucking great.
Why is Legend
You're-
not good?
you're remembering it from when you saw it first. Go back and watch it now.
Yeah,
I
I'll watch
haven't
it
watched
now.
it in
Oh,
a
no.
while.
You're like,
It's still a good
this is
movie.
not good.
It's
No,
not
it's
good.
good.
Okay,
No,
guys,
it
what's
is
your
good.
opinion of Jerry Maguire? Yeah,
I
I
like
remember
Jerry
being
Maguire.
really good in that one.
I had fun watching that too.
Yeah.
I
Just show
I
me the
didn't
money, okay?
Show
Mission Impossible 2 wasn't very good either.
No,
2.
it's pretty good.
See, okay,
One
so,
was
so,
good, and some of the
so
later
Mission
ones
Impossible
were good.
2 was a great watch when it came out. It's not aged very well.
No, that motorcycle scene
No.
was a little like, and they're kicking the gun up in the sand and pow pow.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but it was when you watched it, was it back in 2002, right? Like I was like, oh, this is action at its finest.
What about Minority Report?
We lose. We lost Brian.
No,
I like
That
that
was
one.
good. Minority Report was good.
Yeah, but
Wait, we lost Brian. Who's gonna invite him back?
Oblivion was
Yeah.
good.
himself?
He can. Yeah,
I
he
mean, to be honest, like I like Days of Thunder, but it's pretty shit as well.
You lose me.
Nah, they're all great movies. Oh, it's Tom Cruise.
Edge of
Oh,
Tomorrow was a great movie.
His best
It is
movie
Tomorrow.
ever was
Edge
Tropic
of Tomorrow
Thunder.
was great.
Really.
I fucking
Yeah.
love Edge of Tomorrow.
No, one of his
I've literally watched
boring
Edge of
movies
Tomorrow
that
like 8
I'll
times.
say is Jack Reacher.
That Reacher was pretty good. I like
Jack
the fight
Reacher was.
thing and
I
all that.
mean, the
It's okay.
series was a better watch than the movie.
I
Hmm.
just said this when you were gone. Like,
What about
Yeah.
Yeah, like
what was that
deadass,
movie
I agree
with
with you 100%.
Jack Nicholson? You can't handle the truth.
Oh, under
Few
Few
Good
Good
Men?
Men. A Few Good Men. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
Few
a
Good
pretty good
Men.
movie.
Goodness. I
Yeah.
was saying Under Siege, but that's not. That's a different.
No.
Or no, that's,
Oblivion. What's your guys' thought about him in Oblivion?
I like
Yeah.
Oblivion.
yeah.
Oblivion was
Oblivion was
It
good.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Remember, we looked at a model of that, his little ship.
Oh, wait.
Remember? Like
No, Oblivion.
a
I've
few
seen
years
8
ago.
times. I've watched Edge of Tomorrow like 24 times. Like
Edge of
dead
Tomorrow
ass.
is really
Yeah,
good. I
Tomorrow.
fucking
It is
enjoyed
so
the hell out of
fun.
that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a good one.
Do you guys
I
remember?
interviewed- nice.
You guys remember Collateral? Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, where he's fucking
Yeah.
murdering
I
people
never
and
saw
shit.
that. I do
That
like
was
that
pretty
Anna
good.
Frame brought up
Great
Interview with the
watch, honestly.
Vampire.
He was
Brian, it's a great
dark in
watch.
that.
Yeah, nice. I'll check it out.
The
Great
last
chemistry.
Samurai.
Oh, Eyes Wide Shut, Vanilla Sky. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Jay Santos. I tried
um,
to get Vanilla Sky before when they said Cameron Diaz.
I think one movie that's really underrated because it came out almost at the same time, roughly the same time as Inglourious Basterds is Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, where the attack
Dude.
on Hitler. I
Yes.
forgot about that.
Yes.
He's a
Yes. And it's
The
based
Last
on a
Samurai.
novel.
Last Samurai.
Yeah,
was
the Last
good.
Samurai.
Oh,
was better.
Last Samurai was good. Where's Z? Damn it.
I was
Interview with a vampire.
I was at
Oh,
the
fuck.
premiere for that and shook his hand.
Really?
Oh, that's tight.
shit.
So I was
Did you meet
still-
Ken
I was still living- I was-
Watanabe?
Yeah, I was still living in London at the time, and this was during that time where he would be out like on the red carpet, like just shaking everyone's hand. And I was
Right.
at work at the time. I was like, I'm gonna take a 15-minute break, and I went over there, and I managed to kind of wiggle.
Touch his
Like,
hand.
I'm a small dude. I mean, I managed to wiggle my way through to the front.
Mr. Cruz.
He shook
Mr.
my hand.
Cruz.
Mr. Cruz. Mr. Cruz.
We
I'm
are
never washing his
roughly-
hand ever again.
I am roughly I'm just like a smidge taller than he is.
Oh,
Just a
shit.
smidge.
He's not a tall guy.
He's not a tall dude.
Yeah, he's what,
what's
like
that-
5'2",
what's that
5'3"?
one movie?
He's like 5'6".
Oh shit! I'm just trying to remember. Oh, War of the Worlds. He was in that
Oh,
one
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, he was in the War of the Worlds.
I didn't
Yeah,
really-
that's also very good.
I didn't care for that just because the story is a little like it's not nothing about him, but
It's kind of overdone. You're like, all right, we
Yeah.
got to die from
I can-
natural diseases.
Isn't that a Michael Bay film?
How could we forget
yeah.
the movie majesty and the collision of two acting juggernauts? That is An Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
they brought that
Yeah.
up. Him and
Yeah.
fucking what? Brad Pitt.
Brad
Yeah.
Pitt.
and a
Yeah.
young
Kirsten
Kirsten
Dunst.
Dunst.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Antonio
Oh, what's
Banderas.
his name? Antonio Banderas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's a
Come on,
fucking
listen,
classic
man.
right there.
Like, he
I don't
hasn't
think
really
that's looked
missed
on
as
very
much as he did
favorably
with
though.
Christian Slater as the
Yeah. I don't think that gets looked on very well though, because like it's often said that her books have no good representations. Because after that was what was the one that came way after?
Queen of the
Damned.
Damned.
Yeah.
That was so bad. Like it's
It's
the
a great
thing is, like,
soundtrack, but that's about it.
True.
Weird
I like
fucking
Queen of
movie.
the
The books is like, well, read the
Fucking
book. The
love
book
it.
is way fucking.
I
Better.
mean, they put
Um,
Disturbed on a fucking soundtrack. That
Yeah.
automatically
Great.
makes it bad.
Julio,
The book
watch
is
the movie now. It did not age well at all.
Haven't
Like the
watched
whole
it.
Read the
fucking
book.
love
Read the
thing
book.
that was going on. I was like, what?
read the Vampire
Okay,
Lestat. Read Interview.
Please,
read Lasher.
please
read
tell me I'm not the
Fiend.
only one that's going to mention this movie, but Young Guns.
Oh shit!
Emilio
I forgot about
Estevez,
this.
Yeah.
Oh, Lou Diamond
There's a
Phillips
lot
and
of-
that shit, right? Yeah.
There's a lot in there.
Kiefer Sutherland, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh
Come
my
on.
God, that's a movie I haven't
Oh,
seen.
Regulators.
Tom Cruise was in The Outsiders too. He was
Oh,
one of the
guys.
greaser guys. I forget what it's called.
Guys, Risky Business. Dun 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 dun.
Of course.
It's like-
How did I forget about that shit?
Yeah. Well, wasn't there also The Color of Money? Wasn't he also in that? Or I'm 100% sure.
I don't remember.
All the right
I just
moves.
remember the movie from that.
That one was pretty shit.
Yeah, was he in, like,
It's just safe to admit that we all seen a lot of Tom Cruise movies. That's all.
Yup.
it's because he's come out with some really great
Yeah,
movies.
he's been acting for a
done
long
more.
time.
He's hit more than he has missed.
We grew up with him being
Ah.
at his prime while still being in his prime, so it's kind of a given you're going to see all those movies.
True. Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder. Fabulous.
Yeah.
I think that was his best
Producer.
role ever.
Les Grossman.
Yes, he's so good at it.
don't
Anna
know
Frame
what
says,
show.
"Is Mobius good?" I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I don't have an
I've heard
honest-
not so great things about it.
Yeah, I've heard like horrible things about it.
Here,
It's
Yeah.
I feel like Jared Leto is a variant version of Tom Cruise. That Tom Cruise made the wrong choices.
yeah. If he was a very dramatic actor versus a good actor, that's
You telling me it doesn't take 30 seconds to get to Mars?
So I heard I heard that the major failings of the film are in the writing of it. The story is very thin. The effects are very good. They didn't exactly know how to take it because Morbius is like kind of fringe shit
The-
when
the
it comes
problem-
to like
guys.
religion.
I posted a video clip. It's actually it's a really good clip.
The problem with Morbius is it's so they tried to go the route of Venom, right, where they tried to remove the Spider-Man origin of Venom from the movie itself, but Morbius's entire origin is so tightly based around Spider-Man.
Yeah, you
That-
need him.
Yeah, not having him just doesn't make any sense in the scope of his.
He doesn't
how
have
he
his own
comes to be.
storyline.
You remember
Yeah.
when that guy came in and he was like, "It's Morbin time."
I think he's genuinely a good actor, but I think he makes some pretty horrible choices.
He's a little too
Like,
edgy. It's probably why.
Yeah,
Oh,
he,
he's gonna be
he needs a
amazing.
better.
Oh,
He needs a better
agent.
agent to be like, don't fucking do that. That's not. A
You
good
brought me back, Julio. Okay, so what the quote is directly. It's, oh man, my favorite part in Morbius when he was like, "It's Morbin time," and then he morbed all over those guys.
It's like a worse.
Ryan, when you get
version
back,
of-
watch the YouTube video I posted. It's
You guys
great.
remember the Dracula Resurrection with
Yeah.
what's that guy's name?
I know what you're talking about.
Guy
Shit. They're
Pierce.
supposed to make a sequel to that.
No, not Guy Pierce.
No,
not
it's,
Guy
it's not
Pearce,
him.
what is it?
I know what you're talking about.
You're talking about the guy from
Spanish guy.
The Hobbit, the second Hobbit.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
Yo,
Or is
that
that
movie-
Dracula Untold?
Untold, not
Yes,
Resurrection.
that was
yeah,
so good.
Resurrection's an old movie.
Yo, that was
Luke
the video
Evans.
game. That was the Castlevania video game.
They're supposed to make a sequel to this and come back to the MonsterVerse. 'Cause this was the other part of Universal's MonsterVerse, was Dracula's story tied in with the mommy.
But like, can you see? So for people that don't know, Dracula Untold is essentially Dracula's origin story.
Origin
right?
story.
yeah.
Yeah.
And can you see like kind of the links between this and Morbius, just how it plays out?
Yeah, I could see that.
I liked
Isn't-
Dracula Untold. It wasn't like great, but it was.
No,
I liked it really good. I wanted to see more, like, because they're supposed to be.
I like the guy who
another-
played like the origin vampire that turns him into
the key one. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the guy from Lord of
Charles
or
Dance.
Game of Thrones.
Charles Dance, isn't it? Or isn't that
Charles Dance. There you go.
Dance.
Dance.
Dance?
Yeah, no, Leto is super weird, but I mean, he's done some roles that are really great, like Dallas Buyers Club. He was good in Fight Club, but sometimes
What
he
Dreams
just
May
makes. Yeah, Yeah, but like his Joker.
No, get that shit out of here.
Good.
I think Requiem of Dream was another good one of his.
That's what it was.
Him
Requiem,
and
not
what's the
Dream.
name?
Oh, that movie he did with Nicolas Cage was pretty cool too. The one where they're like gun sellers.
Warlords.
Yeah, that was
Lords of
pretty
War or
interesting.
something like that.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
What the fuck?
Nah, you like bullets? I got bullets. Yeah.
Every actor Carl does always seems to go back to Austrian.
I don't know. Well, no, that was like a Russian night, and I don't.
That was Russian.
Sounds different in my head. Okay. I'm sorry, I can only be Russian. Yeah. That was Russian. I can't argue that one.
Russian at all.
Cannot argue that one at all.
It sounded Austrian.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay, that's Swiss. Swiss Austrian. Hold on. Vladimir, come on, come here. No, that's so. I had it for a second.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger playing in a Russian movie.
Boris, you need to give me the gun.
Yeah, come on, it'll be 34 rubles. Come on.
Yeah. Well, there is a movie where Arnold plays a Russian.
Yeah.
What movie is it?
Red Heat. Red Heat is what you're thinking.
Yeah. You're going to give me the nukes. You're going to give it to me now.
I'm all of these things. I'm in the kitchen. All of these things that I have commentary on. You guys are talking about. I'm like, I have a correction for that. I have a correction for that. I have a correction for that. Actually,
my whole life is a correction. So.
Oh, he disappeared. I thought he was going to start giving us corrections.
Like,
what did I do wrong?
Back up, he's gone.
Dude.
Hey, listen, I got a whole things to say. All right, but
there's images of Charles Dance at the beach. This dude's fucking ripped.
Charles Dance?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the Charles Dance thing right away, which is fine.
Very ripped. He was Lancaster.
You're
right?
Russian. You're Russian. Russian. You're not very much like Russian though. I am not either. I am more Romanian, Estonian, because that's where my friends are from. So I don't really have like Andre is Ukrainian and he's different, but like just listen to that guy talk to his mom and his mother.
Oh, you member of KGB? There we go. That's not bad. Yeah. But you gotta say 3 words before I go Austrian. I'll keep it intact as long as it's 3 words.
You did feel a pretty good Arnold though. I'll give you that.
No. Come on.
Yeah.
Give me the codes. Tell me now.
Get to the chopper.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Everything is under control.
Yeah. Take the toys, put it on the carpet, then put it on the carpet and put it back in the case. Kindergarten Cop, such a good movie.
Orlando Bloom. Oh, look at that. Reading the chat now. Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
Oh yeah, so Blade, old Blade is good, right?
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how the new Blade goes down.
It's gonna be great.
I am excited to see some of this newer stuff.
I've not seen Marshall Ali do any wrong so far.
Yeah,
Right.
he's a good actor.
Everything he's come out with so far has been great. I loved him in Luke Cage. Like his acting in Luke Cage was fucking on point. Like they made him intimidating as fuck. His Cottonmouth,
Nice.
especially someone named Cottonmouth.
Guys, I gotta go.
Yes, like-
Because he's playing Blade.
Yeah, he's playing Blade.
I mean, he's a great actor. My only concern would just be like the
Bye,
martial
Manny.
arts.
Thanks for joining me for a second.
Hi.
I gotta start packing up for my stuff for vacation starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going away.
Hey, look at
Enjoy.
that.
Vacation.
Vacation.
Where you going, B?
Well, I'm going to Pennsylvania though. I gotta shoot some shit.
Pennsylvania. That doesn't exist. I don't know where that is.
Like
That's
Nebraska.
fun, they do.
Where are you going? To Lehigh? Where are you going?
Oh, Dingman's.
That's a made up word.
No, I said Lehigh. I mean, what the hell?
Caught up
Like,
in the lies, Manny.
yeah, no, the Lehigh Valley is popular, and there's like a whole like nice river and everything. So I asked. That's the only area I know in Pennsylvania. So cool.
Boy.
Enjoy
Alright,
it, man.
guys.
Have a fucking great time.
Later.
Yeah.
Happy Memorial Day.
Be safe. Hell yeah.
Manny, have fun.
Later.
Later,
Yeah.
Latest case.
Wasn't Marshall Ali in Alita Battle Angel? Was he in the
Yeah.
henchman
He was,
guy?
yeah. He was also in that.
He was.
I remember
my
like what
only
I've seen
concern
him in
with
recently.
would be like the martial arts, like fighting, because
He's pretty old.
Wesley
isn't
Snipes has a background in that, so it was pretty believable.
he? He might have a
He also has
background.
a
You never
background
know.
in tax evasion. He wasn't very good at that though.
Yeah.
Eh, he was not a man of many roles.
One roll. Texas.
I don't remember what other stuff he's been in.
Who?
Marshall Ali.
He did what's the HBO show? True
He was,
Detective.
Fucking Aaron Davis in
He
Into the
was,
Spider-Verse.
wasn't he?
Prowler.
Oh,
He was
shit!
Prowler, yeah.
He's the voice of the uncle.
Yeah.
Good.
And he was also in the Green Book.
Yeah.
What was that? 4 years ago? This was damn. Into the Spider-Verse was 4 years ago.
Shit.
The next
The
one's
second
coming.
one's coming out, so
Yeah, the next one's coming.
that'll bridge it.
Time is it's going too quickly. Slow down. I got things to do today.
Spawn's gonna be a background character.
Yes. So he's the boogeyman. That's Todd McFarlane. It's basically Sam and Twitch going to do their things, and Spawn is the boogeyman in the background doing shit. It's supposed to be more horror centric, which I'm really curious about. I kind of like that because that is more like in line with his character. He's not a fucking superhero.
Yeah. That's pretty fucking cute.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping Todd can stop fucking investing in NFTs and go back to making a goddamn movie. I'm
You
not
guys
happy
hear what
with
happened to
Batman
Seth
right now.
Green?
Oh, yeah, he lost all of his shit because he got hacked or something.
Yeah, so they
Why
were making
monkeys?
him like some animated feature using his NFT, but his NFT got hacked and stolen.
Oh, what?
What a fucking rip that shit is. It
That
made
is
no
awful.
sense. The whole premise of NFTs makes no sense. And the
Non-fungible.
people that made millions of money off of it just scam so many people.
Highly fungible. But that being said, we are at 2 hours and a quarter into this live stream.
And
shit.
photo.
So that I can stay within my recording limit parameters, we must end this live stream right now so that I can go and delete more content to allow us to stream more. Delete. But yeah, thank you guys, all of you that joined me here this evening, participating in the stream. Thank you all very much. It's been a wonderful conversation as always, and a nice
Thank you
time
for having
to kind
us.
of like
Peace.
wind. My pleasure, guys, as always. And thank you guys, everyone that is out there in the chat right now talking to us. Those of you that have not watched this live but are watching it after the fact, come check us out live sometime. It's fun. We have new conversations, and as you can see, we participate with the chat, so it's a good time. By all people.
Oh, before you go, and I haven't told these to the guys yet. Oh, where'd my camera go?
No,
shit.
no.
Anyway, I don't care. What's happening? Anyway, I just wanted to say,
There you go, he's back.
listen to Built Sideways, and then I was entertaining the idea of doing a live recording if anybody's interested in doing that. So you hear everything, you hear all the B-roll, all the stuff that doesn't make it into the episode.
You have to give me $5 though.
Right,
See,
because we
that's
can
the
do
thing.
that.
I was thinking of it as like a Patreon tier, and then
Give me $5.
not $5.
$1 entry fee to get into
You get the episode early, and then you get to listen to it live as it's being recorded.
Built sideways behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea. You can see the
Actually,
live thing and hear the uncut, as well as like have the actual. That's cool. I like this tier. That's a good idea.
I'm just entertaining the idea for now. Again, just stuff.
We-
Man,
and we
I
fucking
start
like
having a
feedback,
filter now.
y'all.
Yes, more feedback.
Filter
please.
schmilter.
But that's
Yeah,
it.
more feedback,
Listen
please.
to Both Sideways. 22 came out. Bye bye.
Oh yeah, we appreciate y'all. Bye. Bye.
Later.
Have a good weekend.
Sign up for reward points at USA Government. Squeeze it in.